hang on, please. Don't worry, there's nothing wrong. The brothers Meredith will be back soon. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Don't worry, there's nothing wrong. The brothers Meredith will be back soon. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Don't worry, there's nothing wrong. The brothers Meredith will be back soon. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Don't worry, there's nothing wrong. brothers Meredith will be back soon. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Don't worry, there's nothing wrong. The brothers Meredith will be back soon. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Don't worry, there's nothing wrong. The brothers Meredith will be back soon. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Don't worry, there's nothing wrong. The brothers Meredith will be back soon. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. worry, there's nothing wrong. The brothers Meredith will be back soon.
Bonjour, 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 all sailors, midshipmen, I'm gonna say the bosun, quartermasters, ratliners, topsailers, so on and so forth. Sam is going to be joining us, but he isn't quite ready yet. So I thought I'd go live, sans camera, and then when he joins I can turn it on. But because it's the morning, I've got smooth radio voice. New peptides Antobismol soothes, relaxes, and shines. Available from all good dentistrists. That's right, dentistrists. I hate it. I hate it. I hate close-eared, soft Tim. Karen, good morning, everyone. Why are we awake? I felt like doing some more pirate gaming, and given that I started the campaign yesterday, I thought I'd continue. Also, I know we attract a different time-zoned crew with the morning streams, and I feel like you've been criminally underserved with morning streams for quite a while due to my change in job, which is changing again. So hopefully that will mean that we can do more morning things. I'm also not an ASMR person. It's not just your fault. And I wanted to make sure that you were aware of the other stream today, which is the fundraising stream in which Ben will be reading horror stories in his voices. We have had submissions from the public. That's you guys. You're the public. Publicly available people. And we've chosen some of those stories, and there will be in-stream exclusive rewards. Oh, exclusive rewards. Fuck up. Are you changing completely again, or do you just have a new role? I just have a I'm moving to a different organisation, but in a similar position that's a bit more focused on what I want to do in their fancy new theatre. Oh, yes. Lowering stage. Catwalks for lighting gantries rather than just ladders. Ceilings that are newly constructed and not melting. You know, all exciting stuff. And I happen to know some people that already work there as well. Oh my gosh, the bots are very feisty today. Man, I nearly made a bot a mod because it was like, you know, when people are like, oh, mod that bot. And so I opened up the thing and it would say, would you like to mod them? And I was like, yeah, I would like to moderate them. And it made the bot a mod for a brief moment until I clicked the button again and then banned them. But that was a terrifying 3 seconds where I made a spam bot a mod. Don't know if they could really do much damage, but not ideal. Sam is here. We launch. We get Sam. Here he is.
Here I am.
What kind of time do you call this? Look, you were given no notice, but I expect immediate. Just put the dog in the bin.
But I tried that.
Yeah.
He did a sad face, and I felt immediately bad.
I often try and put my nephew Max in the bin, and he finds it highly amusing. We'll walk around town, and I'll just hold him sideways and just sort of walk purposefully towards bins and say, I'm so sorry, you're a piece of trash, and you got to go in. And he's like, ah! And then we go, oh, not this bin. Oh, it's good stuff. But one day I will clumsily accidentally put him in the bin, and it will be a problem, and there will be a strong conversation had with me afterwards. How are you, Sam?
Not bad. Ken, I'm recovering. I lost my voice on like Wednesday.
Sounding croaky.
Yeah, so it's better now. Largely, it doesn't hurt to talk.
No, but you have got
croaky.
A highly sexual voice now. So.
Welcome to Channel 5's Witching Hour.
Welcome to Channel 5, UK Police Interceptors. This mad bastard's doing 45 and a 30, and we're going to take him down.
We're going to take him down, and up next, some incredibly softcore porn.
Involving bollards. Traffic cops. What are you playing today?
I don't know, I might drop into some little Factorio.
Drop into a bit of Factorio. I'm playing some Assassin's Creed Black Flag. I'm a pirate. Yar.
Wasn't that the good one? That was the good one, right?
It is one of like the 4 good ones.
Because I dropped off at 3, I think.
Yeah, I think you dropped off at the worst one.
Yeah.
The one, the
That
American.
felt like it was wasting. Yeah, the American Revolution. You play as a Native American.
Yeah. That one was just they just hadn't got the environment right. It was too like fields. You're like, wasn't this a game about cities and stabbing people? And they're like fields.
How about a forest?
Yeah,
With
but
nothing
then
in it.
this one's very good because it's pirate ships. And Syndicate's quite fun because it's Victorian London and it suits it well. And they actually introduced a woman protagonist. I know. I also
Scary.
much enjoyed Odyssey, the Greek myth one. Origins was fine. Didn't grab me, but I could tell it was a better one. Unity was broken. It was the one in sort of revolutionary France, which is a period of time I was deeply interested in, but it was just very broken.
Yep. You mentioned putting your nephew in the bin.
Yeah, sure.
I was just thinking about it. In Lewisham Shopping Centre, where I grew up, they used to have all the bins were like big cartoon animals
Yeah, with big mouths going,
with big mouths,
feed me rubbish.
and then it would be fun. I bet like that would be a great bin to pretend to put a nephew
Oh, yes.
in. A
Of
big
all the bins to put a
hippopotamus
nephew in.
mouth or something.
You're gonna put a nephew in a bin.
I was going to put my nephew in a bin.
Ooh ee ooh ah ah, bing bang,
Bing
samba
bang,
dum ding
walla
dong.
walla bing bong.
We sort of delivered quite sadly and then she left.
Just not got any energy.
No, he's not got the beans.
I had a fun morning, didn't I, Tim?
Yeah.
Super fun morning.
Yeah. Fielding a call.
I might go to my favourite place in the world.
Amy's going to Water. If you're trying to assassinate Amy Dickinson,
Go
just
to
go to
Waterstones.
Waterstones in Brighton. You'll find her. She'll be in the cafe and you can murder her dead. Please don't, but you could.
If that's why people want to find me. It's
Waterstones.
the only reason people could possibly want to find
That's
me
why
is to
people
kill
try and
me.
find me, because they know what I did.
Which one of the things that you did, Tim? Which one?
Which one? We ask ourselves. Seriade, what other? Yes, the broken stuff in Unity did make it amusing though. Assassin's Creed 3.5 had a lady protagonist. What's 3.5? Is that Assassin's Creed Rogue? No, that's 4.5 because that's the one after this one that's sort of on the same engine and in the same world. I don't know what 3.5 is.
3.5. What's that? What was that? If I search for Assassin's Creed 3.5,
Just not having it.
I
Oh, you
don't
made yourself
get-
a little
Well,
snood.
no, I made this ages ago because I was just using up some wool.
Yeah.
And then I ran out of wool and it's not really long enough to be a scarf, but it does actually fit around my neck, so it could be a really tiny little snood.
Tiny little snood, tiny little neck hugger.
I might give it to Rach because it's
Oh.
brown and hove colours.
It's called Assassin's Creed Liberation.
Ah.
Oh, I've been poked in the face. Oh, a little kitty cat. Is that a calico cat? Is that calico? That colour?
Yeah, right. But we call tabby.
Yeah, but he's got orange. His orange.
Oh,
going
like
on.
a tortoise shell.
tortoise
Yeah,
shell. Yeah.
Tortoise shell is what.
I'm so sorry, I'm just feeling really problematic and
Uh-huh.
like gremlin-like. Like I was just stood here and I was like, I could just put my finger in Tim's coffee.
Yeah, you could if you wanted to burn your finger and ruin my morning. Yeah, yeah, these are options.
I did that when I was a baby because I was gigantic as a child.
Yeah, 6'3"
So I
was.
could-
You've actually got shorter now.
I got short, yeah, I shrunk. So I could reach things that you're not supposed to be able to reach as a baby, and I just like dunked my hand into a hot cup of tea.
And you were like, why has this happened? And they're like, I don't know what to tell you, mate. You put your hand in a cup of tea and you were like,
I
why
don't
did
wanna
this
tell
slap?
you gigantic baby.
In all fairness, I did spend a lot of my time when Max was a baby trying to get him to not put his hand in my tea.
Yeah, they do
Does
love
seem
it.
to be a bit of a thing.
Were you, Sam, were you that baby had a Spirited Away? That big one?
Why,
Yes,
you
very
don't
much
play
so.
with me, I'll hurt you.
why
You're
are
like,
big
"Fucking hell."
babies such a theme in the stream zone part of it at the minute?
I don't know, mate.
Chugs had to fight a big baby yesterday and he was really bad at it. It took him like 17 goes.
I'm going to try and hunt. I have to hunt and kill iguanas and ocelots
Oh, why?
because it's part of the game. The game is...
Just babies.
I know, the game is trying to teach me how to hunt. We're just going to push through it.
Babies.
You're going to have to accept
Why?
But thou must.
thou must for the for the bones.
Yep.
Babies.
Look away, dear.
This was a bad time for me to turn
It
up.
really was.
Why did you kill the baby?
No, I didn't do that one very well.
I think they should kill you.
Look,
Kill him. Kill him. Come on, there's loads of
there's-
you. You can maul him.
I mean, that was
Assassin's Creed
Assassin's
Iguana. Assassin's Creed Iguana. where
Assassin's
you-
Creed. Oh, Assassin's Creed.
Oh, I'm a baby assassin. I don't kill
Oh.
babies just to be queer.
I don't like the
I'm
Templars.
just gonna like knock your arm every time you try to
Stop
shoot
it, mate,
one.
because that means we have to hunt them. But I don't like hunting in games. I don't.
Don't do it then.
No, I have to. It literally will not let me progress in the story unless I do this.
Different game.
Different game. No, you can't get involved in this way.
Why? Look at all the blood! You monster!
Oh God, I made the mistake of trying to enjoy something. Oh dear.
Bad man.
You bad man. You bad man. What about this guy? How do you feel about him?
No, he's already dead.
Little Johnny Bones. I'm going to pretend we at least ate it.
It's one of my least favourite things when Chugs was playing Final Fantasy 16, in which Torgal is your wolf friend, and then Witcher 3, in which you have to kill wolves. And I was like, no.
Yeah. Holding a koala, Meals. Holding a koala. No koala cuddle. Flamingo. We went to a beach with my baby cousin once, and she could not understand that wiping her sandy eyes with her sandy hands would not help. She also couldn't understand that even though me coming in to help with my non-sandy hands was not something to be scared of. I get it, she was a baby, but it was an unfortunate situation.
Yep. Trapped in a sandy loop.
Yeah. Oh my god! Although the UI in Assassin's Creed Black Flag is just so difficult. Right. No, that's not this island. I don't care enough.
Why would they make the things you have to kill so cute?
Don't know, mate.
That feels like a mistake. Don't watch the film Leo on Netflix and then play this game.
Leo?
You'll be very sad about killing iguanas.
Oh, come on, mate. I'll have a nice morning here.
A nice morning of kill.
I'm moving through this bit as quickly as possible. Right, now...
Hey, I was just thinking about Kickstarters and
Yeah.
crowdfunding in general,
Oh, sure. Just
And I was-
as a broad thing.
just as a broad thing. And I was wondering if there was any crowdfunding projects that you were involved in.
Sam, I'm so glad you asked, Sam.
All of my wages that I get from the crowdfunder are going to be used on therapy.
Oh, because I killed two
'Cause he
ocelots and
killed two
iguanas.
ocelots in front of me.
Explained it's like he killed ocelots. Like, wow. Yeah, no, he's playing Assassin's Creed, and they're like, get out of the office.
I have actual patience to see.
You are a problem. Yes, we are streaming tonight with Ben. He's going to be reading horror stories in aid of the Goblins podcast fundraiser. We are confirming some extra rewards this afternoon. I'm making the little Steam overlay about things that you can earn by donating during the stream involving silliness with Ben saying things. And then we have some overarching goals about hitting certain percentages of the funder during the stream, some of which are maybe a little bit out there, but very exciting if we were to do them. So please do join us here,
Tim,
8:30 p.m. tonight. Yes.
Tim had a big ADHD last night whilst he was trying to make the graphics for
Yeah.
the stream.
Yeah. I was I got halfway through and then needed other people's input, and then sat there just on that screen, unable to go and do anything else, waiting for people to reply.
I came in here and he'd done a certain amount and it looked really good, and then I went out for 45 minutes and I came back in and he was just stood in the dark on his phone, and I was like, what happened? And I walked over to the screen and it was exactly where it was before, and he was like, I need people to reply to me, and I was like, you know you can do this tomorrow, and he looked at me like, can I? Can I please
May I?
set me free?
Can I?
Captain, find what you need.
Oh no.
My needs and wants are oceans apart, mate.
I do that thing
When I
so
did
often
fashion
of
myself a new
I have
holster,
two things
All I need now is a
that both
pistol
need to
lie
happen,
in.
or a pretty sort of low stakes
They go from the holes,
objectives,
just as you said.
and I just sort of
Put 'em all
walk
in a
between them.
blowpipe.
Making sure neither of them
Accomplishing-
actually happen.
Yeah,
So,
nothing's getting done,
rested?
Exactly.
but I am
Idle
walking a
while
lot,
Yeah.
so I get a
you
lot of
feel
steps in at least.
I always know I need to intervene when Tim is stood in the dark on his phone. If he's just on his phone,
Find
it's
no
fine. But if he's in the
civilization in
dark
Nassau.
on his phone,
But it's
When
a
I'm in the
fine
dark
place
on my
to be
phone,
merry
things have gone
also.
wrong. Right. I did not complete the optional objectives of shooting an iguana or air assassinating an ocelot. Because that's a regular thing to be. No, you've got to complete the memory really correctly, because this guy was a real freak and air assassinated ocelots. Kip, nothing wrong with standing in the dark frozen with indecision. Foxglove Pal, I did get around €100 back from my cancelled Taylor Swift concert, so I have a bit of extra lying around waiting to see what silliness I can throw money at. Well, we will ensure that there is silliness at which money can be, I'm going to say, thrond.
Frond, yeah, that's the past tense.
You throw, I have thrond. Sailing, sailing, a sailor's life for me. Sailing, sailing, my ship upon the sea.
Are the boats fun to control?
They are quite fun to control, and they go bang, bang, bang.
Nice. You
And
don't want a
when
ship to
you're-
be too realistic.
Oh, no, it's arcade ship.
Yeah.
And also, when you sail along, your crew start to sing sea shanties,
Oh, nice.
which is like 40% of why this game is fun. This guy's called Captain Queernabs.
Big one. So he is.
I don't know how to
We
comment
was
further.
privateers together.
Feels
before
like it's
the
not my
wars
place.
ended. I'll see you ashore.
Meals, I get paid tomorrow, and my holiday has not been as expensive as I thought it would be, and I got an early birthday present money, so I can probably actually do the money thing. Ho ho! Charlie Void, maybe playing will help you learn how to sing a shanty. Fuck you, Charlie Void. How dare you? Our shanties were perfect.
They definitely
You know
weren't
what?
just ballads.
If it was, I think a huge amount of it is instrumentation. You just need a hurdy-gurdy or a violin.
Mhm.
Like, guitars are shanty-proof because it's just folk songs.
Yeah, exactly. And you could, as part of a backing, but if you had like 8 people singing the same shanty and you
Yeah.
had a guitar in the background, that
Yeah,
would
just
work.
doing the chords like glung glung
Yeah.
glung 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 glung. Yeah, don't know.
It's just sort of on its own. It
You
doesn't
need a
quite
droning
work.
chord,
Yeah.
which was my nickname at university.
hmm What did they mean by that?
No further questions? I had like a big piece of string and I'd hold it out in the wind. You alright, buddy?
Tried to ping a thing at you and it hurt my thumb more than.
Well, that
more than
feels poetic.
I'm gonna do it again.
Instant karma.
Ow! It did it again.
Yeah, maybe you should stop trying to hurt me.
And you stole my bookmark.
I did.
No, that's not the solution to this
No.
problem.
Literally has my name on it.
Feel free to swap it out with another bookmark if you can find one.
Well, they're all my bookmarks because you use receipts.
I do use receipts.
But I've actually stopped using bookmarks. I'm now one of those horrible people that bends the corner of a page.
Ooh, straight to prison.
Well, they're my books.
You know what? Books, fuck you.
Also, the bookmark always falls out because I carry my book around with me all the place. Actually, I do have my I have my magnet ones from
Oh,
Andrew,
yeah,
but
they're
I don't
good.
want to bend them because if I put them in my bag and the bookmark sticking out the top, it gets bent.
Charlie Void, they did the Sea of Thieves and they still can't. They did Sea of Thieves and they still can't do it. There's no hope. How dare you? Captain Potato, Captain Queernabs is what they called me in school. It's the only way. It's the only way to live. Queernabs, doo. Oh. Hello, friend. Don't worry, he wasn't an ocelot.
No, I don't care when you kill people.
That says a lot. Says a lot.
People are the bad ones.
No, we don't know about that guy specifically. I mean, he is a colonial British soldier, so there's probably something going on.
Probably. I mean, just by action or inaction, he has contributed to wrongdoing.
But now he's fallen off a very
My
great height.
bookmark is lesbian orcs.
Sorry, do you need to explain further immediately? Flamango, I don't trust anyone who actually uses bookmarks rather than whatever random flat thing they have to hand. Exactly. The only reason I have a bookmark is I happen to pick up the book whilst next to a bookcase that happened to have that bookmark on it. I should use my library card. That would be a good idea, because then I would have my library card when I went to the library with the library book. That's not a bad idea. Well
Say
done,
library
Tim.
again.
Library. Library. Library.
Library.
Library.
Library.
Library. Library. Library.
Library.
Library.
Library.
Gooseberry. I've got it wrong. Karen and I always buy bookmarks at Comic-Con. Blanket, you could also amass a sizable baseball card collection by looking through our book collection. And then I could finally find my... think of a famous baseball player.
Go on. Name one.
Hang on. Okay.
I've got
hang
two.
on.
I've got two
There's,
queued up.
there's that guy, Babe Ruth.
Yes.
Babe Ruth would be a famous baseball card.
There's one more I can think of.
Ty Cobb.
I know
Oh.
more basketball players than
Ty
I don't
Cobb.
know baseball.
I mean, Michael Jordan was
Yeah, I was
briefly
gonna
a
say, didn't Michael
baseball
Jordan play
player.
for a bit?
I'm going to also say Daryl Strawberry.
I know quite a lot of basketball players because I watched all the documentaries about the Chicago Bulls.
Yes. But Daryl Strawberry only because of I'm talking Homer, Daryl and the Straw.
And Joe DiMaggio.
Joe DiMaggio.
Is that one?
Yes, Joe DiMaggio is, I think, a baseball player. Babe Ruth is a man, and maybe also some chocolate. Yes, there is a baby. There's a baby Ruth. I fogged up. I think it was a nickname.
It was a nickname.
Probably because he was like the young one in the group, and he famously caught
he
his
was
shot.
Above average height, in which case
I just thought it was
it's
baby.
just funny.
The height of amusement to be like, look, there's a tall guy. Let's call him short. Look, there's a wide
He's
man.
tiny.
Quickly, call him slim.
Well, my parents did that joke in Latin without meaning to. Because my brother's name, Paul, means small in Latin. And he is, in fact, quite tall.
He's actually quite tall, you see.
So he has tall, small, technically, written on all of his clothes.
Incredible.
He is grande, not pequeño.
He's also grande whipped. Well, wait, hang on a minute. This isn't what I meant to say. Because that's just a thing saying like, oh, he is...
Careful.
Yeah, exactly. Even explaining it sounds bad. Was that when people say, oh, you're whipped? In that, like,
Can-
you take the opinions of your partner on board,
Can
you
your-
freak.
Can your assassin climb down those vines like my cat can in Little Kitty Big City?
No,
Which
also,
I still
Amy.
haven't fucking finished.
There is a game
Yeah.
called, I think, is it Northernmost? You play a collie dog.
Oh,
You
I
play-
want to play a collie
You
dog.
play a collie dog repainting the world with colour.
Why am I not playing that right now?
I don't know.
Also, Tim, have you seen the trailer for the remastered Goat Simulator?
No.
'Cause it's just brilliant.
I didn't play much Goat Simulator.
No, I
It's
sort of
really fun.
got the joke quite quickly and was like, yeah,
Yes, and I get the feeling that as they've developed it, it's gone from it's Goat to we've actually worked quite hard to
I
make a
watched
game.
Awkward Vegas play Goat Simulator 2 the other day, and it did look really fun.
Yeah.
He kept knocking oil barrels everywhere and then sliding around on the oil. It was quite amusing.
Yeah, I get the feeling there's like it's almost like a meme unlocking simulator. It's like, right, there are just ridiculous things that you can do. Go around and try and find them, and then
But
once you've done
it's
them,
also sort of a puzzle game
yeah, I
in
can
a
see that.
weird way because you've got to work out how to get something done with the goat and very bad
Guys,
mechanisms.
we've got to get something done with the goat.
But the trailer
It's
is
got that-
pretty good.
It's got that Tony Hawk appeal as well of like,
Oh, just
you know,
hugely dicking
satisfying
around.
stunts. Yeah.
Oh, you know what I'm looking forward to? They are developing a new skate game, and I loved the skate games. You ever play those?
I never played any. No, I never
Ah,
played it. I was a
the-
We were a Tony Hawk's household.
This is a Tony Hawk. Well, basically, after Tony Hawk basically stopped releasing games in any
Yeah.
great regularity, they started developing Skate, which I think the idea was it's a skating game, but it is a bit more realistic, you know, because obviously the
Yeah.
Tony Hawk games went sort of like, do a 360 off of this bull's nards so that it explodes the fireworks, and bam, Majera is there. I'm specifically thinking of Tony Hawk's Underground, which I did love. Yeah, it was just sort of much more like you're using both your twin sticks to achieve moves, so it's not like press Y to ollie. It's like, right, do like up and down, flick with the controls to make it do a thing. I just found them very soothing. And they are currently developing a new one, and they keep on sending me things saying like, do you want to beta test it? You can do it between 5 a.m. and 8 a.m. on a Tuesday because we're in America. So that's unhelpful.
It's a very short beta test.
I'm sure it's longer than that, but it's always like, this starts at 3 a.m. your time. And it's like,
Yep.
okay, you know,
Not helpful.
not helpful.
Tim, I just remembered something.
What's that?
Because I went to the wrestling
Yeah.
on Wednesday, I forgot to tell you that I got to do the Prince Nana dance with Prince Nana.
You got to do the Prince Nana dance with Prince
well,
Nana.
he was like 2 meters away from me, and we
That's
were doing
with
it
him.
at the same time.
If I dance with 2 meters away from somebody,
Yeah.
you've danced with them.
I was very happy.
I don't actually. Oh no! I ran into a thing. I couldn't tell you what the Prince Nana dance is.
I'm not really on the camera. Here you go.
No, I'm also.
Swerve when I'm driving.
Oh yes, I recognise it. So I'm currently chasing a.
Also, Sammy Guevara was there, and I didn't know he was back.
I ran into too many things and didn't get the thing. Okay, I don't care. They really did improve the whole, hey, if I run like 3/4 at a pole, I probably want to go around it, not run up to it and do this.
Just stop.
Whoa.
Mango, there was, what's LIRC again? That stands for something.
If I recall correctly, is that an I? Is it I?
Oh yeah, is it capital I? There was a Tony Hawk game that came with a balance board with sensors that didn't work. Yes, that was one of the last ones. Tony Hawk Ride, I think it was called. Australian Magpie, first stream in so long I can be present for happiness. Yes, no, I thought, because I've underserved the morning stream folks for a long time, and we're doing a big fundraising stream tonight. I thought I would do a morning stream, especially as we're not streaming on Sunday because I am in London with this ding dong, with the wrestling.
More wrestling.
More wrestling. More roses.
Too much wrestling. I am still sick from Wednesday, so tomorrow's going to be real interesting. Hey, Tim.
Yes, dear.
Do you have perhaps the crowdfunder link saved anywhere so I can pop it into chat, given that there are people here who might not be able to be here tonight?
Yes. Oh, come on. Bam.
There you go.
Professional.
What good streaming. Good streaming times.
No, it's pronounced Tim. See what I did there?
If your neck is bad,
Yeah.
are you going to be okay pushing me around on my roll later?
I don't know
Or
if we
do-
have a
Or
choice.
do we need to ask Erin if I can borrow their wheelchair so that it's a proper wheelchair to push?
Oh yeah.
I mean, we can. Or, I mean, I'm sure the venue will have one. Don't they have them?
I'm not.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
count on it.
but like we can't take the wheelchair from the venue to the hotel.
Steal it. Steal a wheelchair? Seems fine.
The steel chair.
Steel chair. Yes. Please do ask Erin.
Yes, you can. I'm sure you're welcome to it.
Oh, is there football?
Although it'd be
games
pretty
today?
funny if they were like, no.
No.
Well, if they needed
Crawl,
it for something,
bitch.
then
That's what Erin shouts.
I can hear football fans outside, Tim.
That's at our house.
Yeah, there must be football happening today.
Well, it's raining on them, so damp football. Oh yes, because my dad and sister-in-law are currently there. Stab in the back, sir.
I can't think of anything worse than going to watch a football match over 8 months pregnant. That sounds horrific.
I would have stopped after the football match, but sure.
Yeah, I know, right? You didn't really need to add the pregnancy in. Maybe I'll wait till they're gone before I go out into the world.
They will literally be confined to because they're like coming in on one rail line and swapping over.
Yeah, I know. But still, they make noise. Oh my goodness, I cannot tell you how much Andrew saved my life by giving me spare loops on Wednesday. The man next to me was a lovely man, but he had
a noisy
boom
man.
voice, and he was doing all the chants and stuff, which was really good, but I did have to have an earplug in the entire time or he would have deafened me.
Okay, I just killed this whole like group of soldiers, and then that guy up in the watchtower is like, nothing to see here.
Must have been the wind.
The wind killed all of my friends. Sounds like somebody's been having onions. Faster.
Oh my god, Tim,
stuff.
last night, can I tell an atrocious story
Big-
about you farting?
Oh, don't tell an atrocious story about me
mean-
farting. I mean, we've already started now, so you may as well finish.
Well, no, it wasn't that bad. It's just I got up. I in a habit at the
Yeah.
minute, a very annoying habit of waking up at 5 a.m.
It's not good.
to go to the toilet. And I got back into bed, and you threw your duvet over me, and then did the loudest fart ever. readjusted yourself and just went back to sleep.
Well, because you were finishing off the end of your takeaway yesterday, so I cooked myself something on its own. And whenever I'm not cooking for both of us, I put onions in things.
And you cook the amount that we would eat if there were two of us.
I did leave some of my food because I just automatically cooked 2 portions, and then was like, "This is too much. I can't eat this." And so I did eat a lot of onions last night. So this does make sense.
It was just like you do like to dump your duvet on me a lot in the night.
I mean,
Just decide you're done with it,
Yeah.
and
take
rather than throw it on the floor, you just throw it on me.
Pezzy Chaos. Oh, hang on. What's this? Oh, Taz is here. Taz is resubscribed. They've been subscribed for 44 months. Oh my god, Tim is streaming Assassin's Creed My Beloved at a time I can watch. It's Gam's time, but not. Oh my god, Tim, I've missed you, and Sam. Oh my god, and then just tears. Just tears. We need to make sure we do some more regular morning streams for the Australians, the poor Australians.
They've had it rough.
They've had it rough. First Gallipoli and now this.
Yep.
Those
And
are
then
the two things.
Kangaroo Wars.
The Kangaroo Wars. That rabbit-proof fence thing. Was that South Africa? I can't remember now.
Oh, it was definitely Australia as well. The same
Yeah.
thing. But yeah.
And the toad thing. Emu Wars.
Yeah.
Jenny Munchkin, please, we're
Horses.
desperate. Rainbow Nerd, I am trying. I'm changing jobs, and the changing schedule may make GAMS reasonable again. We don't know.
Do you know whether your shift work?
I am, but I don't know exactly how it'll work. And also, in this new job, my shifts are worked out 3 weeks in advance.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
Buzz, buzz.
Buzz, buzz.
Buzz, buzz. Who is it?
Pirate Scarecrow. Die. Oh, I can't even attack it. Rainbow Nerd, I'm not an Aussie, but I usually work with Aussie time. Is that because you're in New Zealand or Papua New Guinea? Those are the 2 other places, don't you know?
I keep seeing remote job ads, like they're 100% remote for a company and they're like, but you need to have 6 hours overlap with our time zone. I'm like, yeah, no.
No. It's totally remote. Unfortunately, untenable. And that doesn't make a huge amount of sense because, like, if you're a developer
Yeah,
and you're sort of submitting code for review, like, yeah, you want maybe like an hour or 2 so you can have
Sure.
like that catch-up meeting.
have a catch up. Yeah, have a stand up. Great.
Yeah. And like you
But
wouldn't
not.
have that person like, oh, you're doing the live transfer of this system and then going to bed and then I wake up and find out if it works. You won't have that guy do it. But when you're like, hey, can you develop this feature that we're going to roll out in a bit?
Yeah.
Then why would you need
Why would you care? It's
psychology?
project managers trying to justify their existence. That's what it is.
Well, you know, after you've got the cauliflower ears from all those Scrum meetings. That's right. It's a very weak joke about the fact that the word Scrum is used in project management.
Rugby.
Rugby. Raga with the boys at Eton. Ooh, put a pencil up Jenkins' bum. Raga.
Okay. I need train tracks.
Taz, what the fuck, Tim? Australian Magpie. Only 3 places in the world with this time zone. Only 3. Okay, so Australia, but only part of Australia because Perth and Western Australia, those are the 2 sides. Western Australia and Perth. And also I'm thinking of Eastern Australia. Western Australia is Perth.
Tim, do
That
an
is bad,
impression
yeah.
of my Australian lecturer.
Oh, I can't remember.
Mark.
Oh, Mark.
Got the like.
Now you've that one. People hate this impression. They absolutely hate it. Now you've got to consider the moral implications. Would you kill a child in order to stop a war? That's just it's a tricky one for a man to put his
Just the
thumb
child
on.
You
suck.
would sound
He's a
like
bad
him, but
child.
his voice is so much deeper than yours. It's got so much
You-
bass.
I man, I put it in my under it. Oh, I got what's happened?
Yorkshire.
Oh, blimey! I'm from Perth. You fuck. Oh, bloody hell! Oh,
Yeah, it's weird. Low, weird Australian
Australian
accent
goes to
becomes
Yorkshire.
Yorkshire.
What in the Yorkshire?
Yeah, it's like, oh mate, come on,
you've got to allow me to go lower.
It's
Oh,
like
no.
that-
Yeah, it just goes Yorkshire.
It's like that thing where they say if you say RNR in an American accent.
Arnar.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, oh no. He's gone in the water. Oh,
Jenny
no.
Munchkin says it was never an Australian accent.
This is an Australian accent. One that you could bank on.
Taz. Oh no, the condensation. Why the condensation? Pezzicates, aim for Geordie with a mouthful of bees. Meals, I missed the Mr. Democracy Manifest talk. A succulent Chinese meal! Oh, did you
died
know
the
that
other
he
day.
died? He did die.
He died. Tim, did you know that he died the other
He
day?
died the other day. Did he die? A succulent
you-
Chinese funeral?
Now he's in heaven.
No, he's well. I mean,
Doing-
it sounds like maybe
Gay-
his life was mixed.
He's doing gay panic in heaven.
Yes, he does do a lot of gay panic in that. You trying to touch my bum? It's very weird. But you know what?
Stop trying to touch my bum, Jesus.
It's very broadly homophobic, but done in such a cartoonish way that you're like, come on, you silly
Yeah.
goose. I think it's hard to take his brand of hatred seriously when he's also screaming about a succulent Chinese meal.
Yeah.
Guys, I've solved homophobia. Just also be kind of insane, and it just takes the sting out. Meals, get your hands off my penis! Meals, I see you know your judo well. Are you trying? Waiting to
Oh, the
receive
stuff about
my-
judo.
And also, are you waiting to receive my limp peep? It's a very.
Because he had to prove that he wasn't enjoying it.
Oh, I
Hence limp penis.
see. Of course, it would be terrible if whilst he was being arrested and raving, people were like, "I think this guy's gay, actually."
I think this guy might be gay. Another case of mistaken identity.
Oh dear,
Joni is reminding me that this time last year I met Chugs.
you did,
And
and
she's
you were having a
sending
breakdown.
me all the pictures. I didn't have a breakdown.
You had a little breakdown.
No, I didn't have any breakdown at all, actually. I was really worried that I was going to have a breakdown, and I didn't. What I did do is completely block the hug out in my brain, so I don't remember it.
Yeah, a succulent Chinese hug.
I don't like that phrase.
No, it sounds racist. It doesn't mean anything, but it sounds racist. Mills, I cannot express how much this man changed my vocabulary forever. Rainbow Nerd, why do these sound like statements Laszlo from What We Do in the Shadows would say? It really does.
It really does.
We've all got to enjoy this succulent Chinese meal. Are you ready to receive my limp penis?
At least Laszlo isn't homophobic.
Yeah, Australian Magpie says Laszlo would be less homophobia, more flirting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Come on, give it a go.
Can you do dives into the water? You can. Well done. Good dive.
Well done. Thank you. I pressed the button. Oh, Tazzy. Why could Tazzy? Taz. There is a show called H2O Just to Add Water, which is confusing because H2O
Wait, what?
is water. So why
Yeah,
would
it
you
is
add?
water.
You're adding water to water. H2O Just Add Water. It was a mermaid show that anytime girls would get any liquid on them, they would turn into a.
Yeah, there's like a Instagram trend of that where
just sort of like,
just
"Oh,
random,
mermaid."
random people like having water spilt on them and they're like just crying and they have a fishtail.
What about
Is it-
the water
oh my
in their bodies or the water in the air?
Yeah. What about
how-
the humidity? If it gets too humid, at what level? At what
How does it work?
percentage humidity? Taz, how does it work? I demand that you tell us how this works. Oh dear. I'm going to sneeze now. I'm really there. I don't know if the pollen is up or something, but I am struggling this morning. Could I trouble you for an antihistamine?
Sure.
She's loving, but in a way that suggests that she needs to be
I'm
put in a box.
I'm so tired and
Yeah.
I really want to do things, but I can't overestimate the amount of exhausted I am.
Yeah.
And we're on day 3 of it now, so
I think you should lie mostly still today and prep for tomorrow. Rainbow Nerd, I think at 80% humidity they get turned into mermaids.
There we go. That's fine.
That was in my childhood too, but with German dub, so I never got the accent jokes. Thank you, my dear. And you never got that accent right. But then neither did that other guy.
Okay, stop. Okay.
Is your factory
Trying
being
to drop-
exciting?
No, it's me. I'm trying to drive through my factory
Mhm.
and just crashing into everything.
I thought you had a big spider, or is this a new one?
I don't have the spider yet. I've just got a car, so it's very much health and safety. Nightmare.
They've gone mad.
My disability just go away.
That's a good point. Have we tried that?
Like,
Yeah, have you tried not having it?
Yeah, have you tried not having it?
you know when you're like, oh yeah, I know that this thing is gonna make me sick.
Yeah.
I sign up for that. Shouting "Do the dance" at Claudio Castagnoli is worth this level of exhaustion.
Yeah.
But you don't get to like know exactly how much sick you're signing yourself up for. So I feel like 2 days I was like, yeah, I'm on board with this. And now it's gone into a third day, I'm like, I feel tricked.
Tricked and trapped.
Got scammed. Got disability scammed.
You got scammed by your
did.
own cells. Taz, have you tried just getting better, Amy?
Maybe I'm just, hang on.
Oh, no, she just did a little fart.
No, I didn't. You lied.
You lied to me. Australian, I don't remember much about the show, but I do remember most episodes somebody would accidentally have a... Well, yeah, of course, if there's a show about how you can become a mermaid, it'd be
Imagine it
weird,
didn't happen.
like 6 episodes
never
stretched, they're like,
happened.
well, just sometimes nobody gets water on them. You know.
It's a very dry
I go
point.
weeks without just getting.
I did think about this the other day. I don't know if this is just because I am very, very dyspraxic, or if it's because I have a beard, but I cannot drink a glass of water without pouring water down my face and shirt. Is that normal, or do I have an issue, Sam?
Doesn't happen a lot. No, maybe.
Literally, like 1/3 of it goes down my face and front, and every time I'm like, "What's happening?" And I wonder if it's my like moustache is sort of wicking it away.
Oh yeah, maybe.
I don't know, but
Blame
it
the
doesn't
beard.
feel like something an adult should have a problem with if they don't have any kind of like. I don't have any kind of like coordination. I suppose dyspraxia is a coordination, but you know what I mean. It's not like I've got a tremor or like a serious issue with. I can do other things that require me to not pour it down my front. I don't know.
That's really funny.
Culver Hope also happens to me. It's so annoying. It's very annoying because all of a sudden, it's like when you get a nosebleed and you're like, well, all of a sudden I'm just a child now. Like,
Yep.
it's difficult to have any gravitas when you've got a nosebleed. Or maybe I should just lean into it further and act like a pirate and just sort of like dash it entirely into my face and go, aha! I don't know. Karen, I get it sometimes too when I'm overexcited about drinking water, but more like a dog wagging their tail so hard they can't walk. Incredible. Jenny Munchkin, see you at 5 a.m. for the fundraiser. Thank you, Jenny. We look forward to it. Just sleep depriving the Australians with wild abandon.
Sorry, Aussies.
Sorry, Aussies.
This is punishment for the bad breakdancing.
I feel sorry for that lady. Like,
How
you
did
know
that
what? The
happen?
breakdancing
How did
could
it
have been
get
better.
that far?
Well, apparently she
Oh,
is
no,
like an
people do not feel
award-winning.
sorry for her.
No?
This the Australian lady.
Oh, is it taking another turn?
Oh no, it's a like her husband was on the selection thing, kind of. Yeah.
Ah,
Oh dear.
There's a lot of she took
Corruption
up a
at the
space that she
Olympics.
shouldn't have taken up, basically.
Meals, I end up wearing some of my drink most times, but it doesn't happen with coffee. I think it is whenever I notice that I need to drink water, it's because I'm already so thirsty that I'm trying to drink it like I've been at sea.
it's my favourite Alan Bennett quote. As people ask me if I'm straight or gay. It's a bit like asking a man crawling across a desert if he'd prefer still or sparkling water.
I do remember that. Oh, Alan.
Martin's in a tent.
Hmm?
Martin.
Martin's gonna turn.
Martin's in a tent.
Oh, Martin's in a tent.
Look at the miserable weather outside. It's nice and dry in here.
I do enjoy. They've bought a tent, and we're gonna share the common area Empire, and I'm gonna have my own little sleeping tent. And they've basically got this sort of marketing campaign going about how pleased they are with the tent they've bought, which I'm very happy about. But I've received a lot of updates on the quality of this tent, the fact that this tent is working. Look, there's a tent. And again, I would be doing exactly the same thing, but it's weird to be on the other side of my own behaviour.
Yeah, I don't like this medicine.
I'd be like, guys, look at this tent. Look, guys, it's raining now in the tent. Still waterproof. Pretty good tent. Like, yes, Tim.
Everyone's like, yes,
understand.
a tent then. How a tent works.
Their last tent flooded at Empire,
Yes.
so the keeping of water out
It's
is something
very
that
key.
they're very excited about.
Taz, my favourite kid show was one called Blue Water High, which was a surfing academy for teenagers who were trying to get into the world circuit. It was great, and sad it got cancelled. Otherwise, there was Dragon Booster, which was a show about a black and gold dragon of legend that chose a human rider to stop a dragon-human war, and they fight and joust, and they can blast energy from their hands later in the series. It was great. It took so long to write.
That's just reminded me of Little Pocket Dragons.
Little pocket dragons.
I love the Little Pocket
Trying to think,
Dragons.
what were the what did I watch as a child?
You and I watch completely different. This is always a
Yeah,
contentious subject.
because you didn't get Cartoon Network because we were fancy.
Because we had 5 channels and you
Yeah.
were rich.
Yeah, we had an NTL box, so pretty exciting
Oh,
stuff.
big
One of them
boy
little cards. Occasionally, I'd take the card out, and the machine would be like, "It's going to take 15 minutes for this to restart now."
Yeah,
You happy?
minimum 15 minutes.
And then much later, I started working with the company that made those cards, Nagra. Their
Did
whole
you tell them off?
No, no, it was years ago. It's a weird company because they're like a security company, and they also did like reel-to-reel tape recorders, like the Nagra journalist, like reel-to-reel tape. Like, you know, in Mindhunter. Do you ever watch Mindhunter?
Yeah. Those
So you
big-
know they've got
the
their
big
really
boys.
cool reel-to-reel tape recorders that look.
Yep.
Oh, they're all Nagra.
Delightful.
Like they did like all the spy stuff as well. But then they also did ski lift passes, little digital passes for ski lifts, and NTL card boxes. They're one of those companies that were like, we do audio recording, security devices, and like 3
Yeah.
other weird stuff, and we're Swiss and we're based
I
in
guess
Geneva.
they've like all of those things. It
Or
use
like magnetic tape,
magnetism
yeah, like
or
magnetic tape in the reading
electromagnetism
of it, yeah.
in some way. So they're like, right, we're going to corner the market on anything to
Magnets.
do with magnets.
A sight for salty eyes is not a phrase, cutscene man.
I can wait. Who's this? Adewale,
Salty
the
eyes can't
Jackdaw's
see anything.
quartermaster.
Salty eyes, got those little crystals
You named your
in
rig
eyes.
after a poxy bird. Ade, these lads are the better part of our growing confederacy here. Ed Thatch, Ben Hornigold, James Kidd.
You let him carry a
So
pistol,
tired,
do you?
and I'm
Ben.
walking into
Ade saved my
everything
life.
today.
And now we're
Gonna
looking to
have way
find a
more
crew to
bruises
fill out
than
the
I
rest
already
of my
do.
ship. Well, there's scores
She's
of
gonna be like a
able men
peach.
about. But use caution. Shipload of
Proprioception. No thanks.
What about no proprioception? Hey? Hey?
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty sure the plot of this is this guy happens to already know 4 of the most famous pirates of the golden age of piracy.
It's convenient.
It's just like, here's Edward Teach, and that's Billy the Kid, and hang on, no, yes, Captain, not Billy the Kid, Captain Kidd, K-Y-D, not K-I-D-D, I think. The Jackdaw's crew.
But what about
Mm-hmm.
pirate cowboys?
Now this is a
Pirate
series I can get
cowboys.
behind. Now, I think it's a series about pirates, but if they get wet, they turn into cowboys. Oh. Oh. You'd think it would be the other way around, but no. It's
And
very
if
weird.
they get too dry, they turn into vampires. Sexy vampires.
And if they get too like hyperallergenic, they turn into werewolves. It's a weird series. Ravenhead, I would watch that. What would we call it? It's got to be based out of some sort of high school. It always is.
Yeah,
it'll be
it's
like
a high
it'll be
school.
like
On a
Yeehaw
ship.
Pirate High.
Dracula's Yeehaw Pirate High.
Yeah, Dracula's Transylvanian Yeehaw Pirate High.
Uh-huh. Also werewolves.
Also dog treat. Oh no. Okay, Transylvanian. What was it? Transylvanian Yeehaw Pirate High semicolon lupine years.
Nice. Got them all in.
Got them all in.
I want a mod. I want a Factorio mod.
Mm-hmm.
It's like belt painter. I want to.
Oh, so you can colour code your belts?
No, so you can just sort of drag, because you can drag in one direction, but I just want it to sort of sensibly place belts, and I've seen videos of people doing it, and I can't find
What the
the
definition
mod
is?
is.
What's the key phrase you need to enter?
Yeah, I don't want not a belt tracer. Belts.
Got a shanty. A shanty free. Taz, I colour code my belts. One is grey, one is black, and one is trans. Ooh, didn't quite land on the hay bale I was hoping for. I love this guarding thing. So it's like, okay, so there's 4 guys all facing this way. Completely open ground all the way round. And then just 2 guys pointing guns at the back of these guys' heads constantly.
It's a good system.
Cheats. Allow you to replay missions. Don't know why I decided.
How dare you?
I'm sorry.
Tim, rude.
Also, it's very annoying that today's the day of sneezing when I have a bad back and neck.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like,
Oh
you like
god,
to,
that's the worst.
you like to tense all those muscles. Australian Mug Pie. I've always wanted to get some Ace merchandise for one. Our colour scheme is excellent. Taz, Tim, stop having allergies. Maybe that is some High School the Musical, the series shit. It is. We are 3 properties deep.
Put the starting belt and the ending belt on the ground first, then select the starting belt.
Uh-oh.
The belt goes to
Oh,
create.
God.
Alright. He's sick.
I'm not allowed to be Snick.
Weird suggestion.
Snick? Sick.
Do you think it's like the stuff in here?
It might be the lavender in here. Get it off me. It's the lavender in the wheat bag. I forgot that I'm vaguely allergic to lavender and put a lavender wheat bag around my neck. This is like when we went to
Do you
our...
want me to get you the other one?
Yes, please. Actually, you know what? I'm all right for a bit. We went to an Airbnb one time and I got so sick, and then we worked out that they had a duck feather pillow. Turns out I'm allergic to duck feathers. Okay.
Damn.
I really like lavender as well. Or indeed, that one time we visited your childhood home and you were like, here's my adorable sort of like toy dog. And
no, it wasn't. It was, what did we call him? My brother's big teddy bear, the white one. We called him like Dusty Mallow or something.
Dusty Mallow, we called him for some reason. But yeah, either he was made with a kind of hair or a kind of stuffing, or if he'd been in the attic. But literally, if you bring him within 20 feet of me, my lungs stopped functioning. Like, just entirely. You know,
Pretty much the case of any soft toy in that house.
Yeah.
Because it's just sat in the same place for like 20 years.
Why?
Taz, Tim, my mum is
Why?
allergic to lavender. Are you my mum? I didn't want you to find out this way. But yes, darling, I am your mum.
Sam.
Yeah.
Sam, why?
Why, Sam?
Why?
Sam, why?
I found a belt router and it does weird stuff. Why are you doing this?
Is this a monkey's paw thing? It's like, you may have an auto belt router. Enjoy.
Enjoy it. It's weird. No.
Flamingo42. Are you allergic to anything? Well, my partner's teddy bears. Yeah.
Tim's mother did not foresee me in his future when she kept everything completely dust and pet free when he was a child.
I've married the dustiest lady in Lincolnshire.
Our flat is, to be honest, pretty damn dusty.
It's very dusty.
We don't dust anything.
I can't be bothered to dust things. What's the problem? Australian Magpie. I know I've done that to myself with lavender too. I bought my mum some lavender stuff at a fair because my mum loves it and shoved it in my backpack. I was sneezing every time I opened my backpack for the next week.
Oh, no.
I still have a sense. This is a slightly different thing, and also content warning if you're sort of really upset by like rotting fruit or vegetables. I don't know if you would be, but
Oh,
I put a cucumber in a rucksack. And it was hot, and I forgot about it, and the cucumber just turned into a puddle. And the smell of it, there's just like, it wasn't like like a horrible smell, but it was such a strong,
Yeah.
specific, pungent sort of farty farmyard smell
If
of rotten
anyone
vegetables. It was
wants
rubbish.
to know why I was the worst person to live with at
Because you
university.
kill people.
No, I was a bad person to live with at university. The depression didn't help. My housemates were very lovely, but two particular things that I remember was one, that I set an alarm, like a mechanical alarm, in my room and then left for the
Oh my
weekend
God.
Straight to prison.
with my door locked.
Straight to prison for you.
And the other one was I was away, because I used to like just go away quite a lot. I was away and my housemates were like, what the fuck is that smell? And it was like bananas at the back of my cupboard.
Straight to prison.
Yeah, it was bad. And like Louis used to take shame photos of me coming down from my room with like 50 mugs.
Damn.
Was a bad housemate. And they were very patient and understanding and nice.
Whereas now I just sort of slap the banana out of your hand and shout, no. Australian Magpie, we've all been there, Amy.
They just shamed me on Facebook. That was the.
That's all right then.
And then like sometimes I remember one time we had a house party and I had to go to rehearsals the next day, so I wasn't there when they were doing the cleanup. So they left me the downstairs bathroom, which someone had been very ill in, and put a bow across the door with like present for Amy.
Incredible.
And I had to
Okay,
clean
that
it.
didn't work. Right. Prefer on ground mode. No underground mode. That's what.
Ow.
Yeah, the older I
Time
get,
to run away.
the more I realise how patient and lovely my housemates were at uni. Because I was, I think, the only one out of my house
Oh, no.
who had a job. In fact, I had 3 jobs when I was at uni.
I died.
I was out a lot in the evenings and we had a cooking rota. So I didn't cook on my turn a lot and they just covered for me. And then if I'd been out over dinner time, they'd just leave me a plate of whatever they'd made on the side covered in tin
Aw.
foil so I could heat it up when I got back.
Captain Kenway,
They
come
were so
fast.
nice.
There's soldiers of Captain Man in Iron. Hang him.
bears the blood of many innocents on his hands. His mag...
I shot him in the head. The key
Quick,
was.
He's gonna die.
The key. Oh,
He died.
I didn't realise he'd already.
There
I
was
thought
a-
after I'd shot that guy.
There was a little counter on the side which told you how much time you have.
All right, I need to shoot 2 things. I need to shoot that guy in the head and then shoot the rope.
I bet you could do it in one shot.
Oh, through the
Real
head,
marksman.
out the other side. I'm
Curves
pretty
around.
sure the bullet physics in this is like, look, there's a pixel, and when it intersects with another pixel, it stops being a pixel. I think that's the level we're at.
Just ask the man on the grassy knoll how he did.
Careful, woman.
There you
There you go.
go. Ow. Ow. Oh god, I'm reloading. They've got guns in this game, but they're the worst. How do I get to him? He's underneath the scaffold. Out of range, out of range, out of range. I can't shoot him because he's too high up. Oh. Ow. Become anonymous to interact. Can you not see me now? There we go. Well, it must all be
Shift.
sorted then. Are you still fighting with your router?
A moment more.
I've worked it out.
Well done, Edward.
Yes.
Dear Turner, it was fine,
Very-
but you were stupid.
Well, I did this thing which I don't think should be my fault, which is not reading the instructions.
Now, to be fair,
Who reads instructions? Though?
look, yes, instructions need to exist and you should read them. However, I feel like everything should be designed as such that you can interpret how to use it.
Right?
Like, if I was whenever I'm like working out a system or working out instructions, either the instructions are like thing, end of instructions, or the thing is obvious and evident on its face. I appreciate some things, flying a jumbo jet. It's going to be more complicated than that, but there's a lot
Nah.
of stuff that could be
How hard can
just
it be?
intuitive.
You are very much a work it out by doing it person.
Yeah. Let me
As
out
it
that
should
sound
be.
desk and cover your ears because I will be causing a feedback loop. But I need to learn.
We were having. I felt bad for Chugs last night because we were playing. What's it called? Something Wukong.
Black
Chugs
Myth
with a stick.
Black
Wukong.
Myth
Punch
Wukong.
chugs.
Punch Chug. You playing Punch Chugs? Punch
And-
Chuggy?
And that's his job.
It's true.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Chop Chugs.
and he reads out all of the lore
Yes.
because obviously there might be people who can't read it on the screen,
Yeah.
etc., etc. And he struggles a lot with pronouncing some words.
Yeah, and Black Myth
but
is
then-
very Chinese
But then
mythology
there was
based.
a lot
Yeah.
of Chinese words, and he was just being like,
Now you'll want to sail somewhere
Right,
rich
okay.
with plunder.
Have you heard of a
again,
place called
eventually he
Observe?
gets to the point where he's like, I'm skipping that word, it's not
It's an
there.
old
We all
legend,
agree it's not
like
there, it's not there.
Eldorado or the Fountain of Youth.
So were
Have
they
you heard?
Romanized versions of Chinese words?
That's it.
Yes.
See here.
Right. So because there's a system for that, but if you don't know it,
Yeah.
it's,
Fairy stories
It's not
it's
helpful.
not it's not helpful.
worth more than gold, Thatch.
Taz, hey Tim, have you stopped sniffling, you fuck? It's definitely become less of an urgent issue.
It ain't a fortune.
But he definitely
the
did that
lavender.
thing that reminds me of you. You know when like reading can. You know when
So look, let's quick. We've just seen the picture of your dog with its own fur placed upon its nose.
when reading gets more difficult, the words that you know start disappearing,
Yes.
and the stuff that you were pronouncing fine before just goes.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you're just
yeah,
like,
yeah.
no, brain has gone no.
Taz, I love picking on Tim. I mean my dad. I thought I was your mum.
Both. I am a goddamn
Fucking cowboy. I am your daddy,
No.
and also I'm your mom.
I need to sing it properly.
Go on.
Daddy was a cow and my
Mama was a boy. Could I trouble you for some tissue?
Tissue.
Tissue.
God, it's almost like I have pots and shouldn't be changing position every 5 seconds.
Well, I can go get it. Oh, it's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. I'll just die here.
Supper.
Oh, it's the kind of morning where I want nothing more than to eat 6 bacon rolls.
Mm. Unfortunately.
Thank you. Oh, the whole roll.
I'm not going twice.
I've stopped sniffling, but I've now got the after effects of my face being like, would you like all the sauce?
Sauce? Face sauce?
Face
Is
sauce?
there something I can excrete for you, sir?
Milk glands?
Some juice?
Bad looking tip. She got
You sound a bit.
Remember,
green,
Tim, you really
Hornigold.
need to stop calling yourself
Is
Chat's
it
dad.
envy?
Oh, Tim, when I
Is mine
spoke
bigger
to
than
my mum
yours?
earlier, she told me that my youngest cousin's getting married.
Terrifying.
no, I
Because,
reckon it's this Jamaican
His
funk.
girlfriend is French, and it's so that he
I
can
prefer
move
the
to France
Spanish stuff.
and live with her. And I was like, but he's a
Oh,
child.
you've
And
got
I was like, no,
yourself a
he's
fancy
23.
breakfast.
23.
He's 23.
Well, I'm going to teach you
Yep.
how to sail all right.
None of the rest of us have
Now
managed to
take a
get married,
prize
so
the proper way.
someone's got to.
Taz, Tim is
catch up with your
daddy
fishing
slash
goods.
mummy, so Maddie or dummy. Taz has also decreed me slime dad. Tim?
Where's your help?
Show them I just assumed you reproduce asexually at this point. What's the thing that just clones itself? Like a sea cucumber?
Let's make some headway, shall we?
I've no need for
Snails?
I mean,
Snails do that?
Lots
Worms?
of things. Lots,
Worms?
lots of things.
Me?
There's a chasm of difference between joining a raid and captaining one. We're looking out for merchants, boys! Them that's fat with cargo. Find us a schooner with that spyglass, Kenway.
A fat,
You'll get yourself
juicy
a glimpse
ship.
of what sort of cargo they're shipping and a general idea of their toughness.
My
There's a
body
prize
has
worth
decided it wants to be a
taking.
billion
Good.
degrees.
Take
That's
us
fun.
in close. After
It's full of cloth
due
and sugar.
applause,
My body.
Project authority and demand respect that you would never give yourself. This weaves a spell over soft minds. For your victims must always have in the back of their minds the uneasy idea that you could snap at any moment and then see them from trick to stone.
Ooh,
Fire what cannons
prick to
you will,
sternum, eh?
and land a few strikes if you must. But for God's sake, don't
Chain shots.
No, a sleepy kitty.
Sleepy kitty.
No.
Oh, what a head position. Like it's leaping through the air.
no fun fishing cargo out of the sea. Although it can be done. She's disabled now and taking on a decent amount of water. So keep your cannons
you?
quiet.
I mean, it's not wrong.
She's the same one. She's taking on a decent amount of water.
Take care not to sink me, though.
Oops, I've accidentally climbed over a side. I would like to use the gun. I would like to use the gun.
Climb over the gun.
B,
Jump on the
use gun. There we go. I shot him with a cannonball and he's very dead.
gun. Not surprised.
But he stayed very intact considering you shot him with a cannon.
That's very true. He should really have turned into paste. I do remember this being the most fun bit of Black Flag. Boarding ships and stabbing people.
Que tengo un buen dia, senor.
Dave.
I am Captain Hornigold, and this is my crew. We're sailors like yourselves, but quite unalike in our purpose.
Dave.
We intend to
Where?
take all that you own.
Dave looks like he
Yet
wants
no
to be
harm
busted.
shall befall any man so long as he remains at ease. Is that clear?
Australian Magpie sharing an old clip of me being assigned Stream's wife.
Anyone speak English? English!
A sign.
Stream wife. I'm your stream wife. That's right.
Look.
Beside myself, stream wife.
Look at me cycling. In the old room as well. It's a long time
Oh,
ago.
wow.
3 years ago this is.
You can't just wife yourself, Tim. Can't I? Or did I do just that?
Literally. You know when you listen to yourself recorded saying something and then you think the next sentence because that's what you would say and then you say it in the past? Alarming.
Tell your friends we're stealing your goods, and we won't hurt nobody if everyone stays as still as a sandbar. You got that?
Ooh, Mama Panda Melon.
Please to repeat.
Oh.
Lock him in the hold and take everything that isn't nailed down.
Didn't know a pad melon. Is it like a wallaby sort of a thing? Or is that the name, Pad Melon?
Yeah, was it?
We also, you know what? If we bring back Games and Gams, the first thing we'll do is we'll play Hellblade. Is it Hellblade 2? Soon is Sacrifice, that one? Is it Hellblade? Anyway, they brought out a sequel, and it's apparently very good. And I will play
It
it.
is.
Cycling. That'd be a nice return for Gams, wouldn't it?
It's extremely good. With kind of some of the same problems as the first one.
Yes.
That doesn't ruin it.
We'll need to take a few more prizes to make this a profitable.
The trigger warning list is going to be
It's going to be big. It's going to be long.
extensive.
Oh,
Oh,
mod this boy. I'm going to deny that for you.
well done, Automod. Nice one.
Yeah, Autobot caught him.
For once.
Taz, you should play Palea, Tim. Don't know Palea.
Oh, Cooked.
You've been hooked. You've been crooked.
Tried to take my headphones off and ended up on my feet. So.
You want to see the mod?
Oh, it's just a bot being like, the best viewers are on this link.
Yeah. and then a very
I love-
suspicious-looking link.
I do also love the idea of like, I've got loads of viewers, but they're not of high quality. I need more quality viewers.
Yeah, you lot need to do more active watching, please.
It's like Breath of the Wild. It's got building and cooking. It's just good times. Fair enough. Give it a look. Chase him down.
Right, I'm going to go and grab myself another coffee. I was about to say, do you want anything? But
Yeah, one coffee, please.
I'll make it for you. I'll bring it over on Tuesday.
Lovely. So cold.
Right, back to...
Oh, now we've got cheap viewers. I've invited the bot somehow. I don't know what I've done. Revenant, am I not quality viewer enough for you, Tim? Oh, I miss. Climb up his bum. Oh, through the fire. That's probably not the best idea. Australian Magpie, the bot decided you didn't need quality, you needed cheap. Arts Martin, would you like premium expensive viewers? That's because I said the word viewers. Really? Is that all it takes?
Good take today, Kenway. Half a dozen scores of that size and you'll be set for a year. Now let's sell this cargo and fix up your jackdaw with a few more trinkets.
Sod it, yeah? I'm looking for a prize that'll set me up for life. I'll be king of the West Indies then.
We came to Nassau to get away from the likes of kings.
Well, I'll be a man of property and promise anyway.
Jesus, let that dream go, lad.
Sailing directly into the wind in a way that I don't think is actually possible.
Do you ever dream of the big score? A ship so full of gold and silver, you just split it and sail home.
Sure, but it's only a dream. Every man hopes to find a dozen chests of gold with no owners. It's rare and honest.
Waiting order! Fire! Set fire, good shocker crippler! Fire!
Cannon ready!
Captain! Use chain shot to prevent her escape! We've been hit! Fire! Flight grapples, sir!
Boarding time. Oh god, I forgot that you were gone. I just completely forgot that you had been here, had gone, and were coming back, and it terrified me.
You have no object permanence.
Shut you. As soon as I can remember your name, you're in such trouble.
I realised the folly of this question ahead of time, but does anyone in chat or you, Tim, are you familiar with the game Siren 2?
Siren 2? No, I have no idea.
Oh. So, Siren 2 came out in 2005, so...
Quite a
People
while.
in chat may not have been born.
Some of them not.
No, that might have been an exaggeration. But anyway, so there's an enemy, and it's a Japanese survival horror game, which I never played because I'm too scared to play survival horror games.
Especially 2005.
But I love watching LPs of them. And there's an enemy in it called a Ko Yamabito. And it's like a big head with a hand on. Anyway, I made a model. I'm making a model.
Oh
of it.
no, thank you. What is this
It's
guy?
like-
I don't like him.
It's really fun.
Lower
It's
him
just
down a
big
bit so he
head.
can see his little hat. His little hat. No.
So
No,
he's like
kill
a
him.
face on a hand, and the legs are fingers, and then the head, the body at the top is a thumb with arms coming out of it. It's so
What an
gross.
upsetting fuck.
I love
It looks
Japanese
good.
monsters in games. Like they're so
Yeah.
goofy and so scary.
Well,
They
it's a
look
bit
so-
like the Attack on Titan Titans. They're sort of like quite goofy in a way that's so unsettling.
Yeah.
Lazy Kiwi, I wasn't paying attention. What is that thing?
That's
Oh, dear.
a Ko. I'll put a If you search for Ko Yamabita, K-A-U. Hang on.
Sam, you can't say. Sorry, Kip. Sam, you can't say you're scared to play the game and then tell us you shaped that with your actual hands for fun. With your
Yeah.
sinful hands.
From Siren.
Thank you, Taz, for the clip. Cool, I'm also looking this up. Oh, no. This guy shouldn't be.
Yeah, and they just like scuttle at you out of the dark.
And there's like this one where it's like he's like a cloak. He's got a cloak, and it's like
Yeah.
he's got a hat. Is the bottom of the other guy's cloak?
Yeah, they're really horrible.
Disguise.
Like they're covered in the game. They look like they're covered in bin bags. Like it looks like sort of oily cloth.
You know what? You know in Spy Kids, the weird thumb guys. That it's kind of got that vibe.
Yeah. Just the goofiest, unpleasantest monsters.
Taz, oh my god,
favourite.
Spy Kids. Also, Taz says, Sam, your hair is phenomenal right now.
Thank you. It is completely unmanaged right now.
But
It's
sometimes
just-
that's when it's better. When it
Sometimes
forms
it works.
sheets.
yeah.
Sometimes my hair just forms exciting sheets. I sometimes wonder about my crew. Like, I'm the captain, and I'm like right next to the dock, and I swing off unnecessarily on a rope and then land on top of a fence that I can't quite get down from. And I just imagine them being there being like, have we made an error?
Yeah, did we hitch our wagon
Yeah.
to the wrong horse here?
Because this guy seems like a real prick. Jackdaw upgrades. Hull armor, you say? Armor
Like
me.
in all the cutscenes in Half-Life when you're trying to get up on top of a cabinet or trying to like balance boxes on people's heads while
Yeah.
they're talking. And none of them are ever like, Gordon,
God,
pay attention. This
God,
is
it's
important.
so important. Like, the future of the world is at stake. And you're like, yeah. Can I get on that train that's a man's head? I think I'm almost out of the
How about
tutorial.
today? Keep this up and Nassau will be the first city where men and women may live as God made them. Easy and free. All it takes.
I do love this whole thing, like, if only these pirates can free themselves from the yoke of oppression, finally everyone can live free, and at no point will we remake the government in our own image and become the dictators.
Yep.
allegiance to man's natural freedoms. This one's yours.
But so fast. The turnaround will be
Real quick.
immediate.
And this is like, the pirates working together, banded under the black flag. No, these pirates never liked each other, tried to kill each other constantly. It wasn't like a brotherhood of pirates. It was a load of people who were like, I'll kill you. I'll kill you dead if I can have your gold.
But have a sort of briefly have the same goal in mind. So
Yeah.
they're
Like, we'll
working
have
together,
one
yeah.
time where we form a pirate fleet and it goes quite badly. Except for in China, where that lady basically, the Chinese government was like, we will buy you out. We will buy your
Yeah.
pirate army so as to not have to deal
Not
with you.
have
And
to
she was
deal
like,
with you, yeah.
Yes, please. And then she retired as basically a lord.
Well,
Good stuff.
Who was the... Hang on.
That's right.
Grace O'Malley, the Irish pirate. And so the story is that it took 10 years after she died for the British Navy to go back to the water where she
Incredible.
because they were like, no, too
No,
scary.
No.
She might get her ghost might get us. Too scary.
Image Games. It's okay if we have the money.
Mm.
It's fine then.
Military class brig on the horizon.
Good eye, man. Are you ready for this, Kenway? She won't go down without an honest fight.
Who's up for taking that brig, lads? So die!
What am I doing?
What are you doing? What's going on,
What am I
buddy?
doing?
All hands to cannon! Careful around the navy. There is likely to ram
to
you as
make
far a broadside.
Let's test those powder barrels.
Red
against
belts.
them, shall we?
Aye, good thinking.
Hello. Oh, she slowed down more than I thought she would. Kapow! Change off.
What was the movie? I'm following the chat. Oh, was Spy Kids the only movie you saw in 3D?
For a long time. I don't know. I think I was too old by the time it came to Spy Kids 3D.
Spy Kids. Yeah, almost Taz and chat was saying. God, that period when they were pushing 3D, that was such a nightmare for some girls. God, I hate it.
And also there was the
So
problem
bad.
of there was good 3D and then there was the other 3D. Like I think Alice in Wonderland was maybe one of those last ones where they just were like, yeah, we just like retroactively made it 3D. It's awful, and everyone was like,
Yeah.
no,
It's
thank
awful,
you, Tim
but it was
Burton.
expensive. We
Yeah.
now have to justify this.
Exactly.
That awful, that like third Silent Hill movie.
Oh gosh, I never
Revelations. God,
watched the
it's-
Silent Hills.
My girlfriend at the time took me to see it, and I was like, at the time I didn't really like horror movies. She was like, no, it'll be alright, and then it was so terrible. It was just unspeakable.
No bueno.
bad.
No,
No bueno.
Silent Hill 3, the movie, the title doesn't fill you with confidence.
Because even the first one, which is like good if you squint.
Yeah.
It's,
If you're like,
it's
I would like
charming.
this to be good, then
Yeah. And there was like even the third one had a cool monster in it. Like there was a monster that was basically made out of mannequin legs,
lovely,
Whole
good
thing.
stuff.
and it was really good. And like
But I suppose is that
that's
like
fine.
we're taking art design from the games and
Yeah.
executing it poorly.
Yeah, and then everything else was just boring and stupid.
Stupid. Sam Ray, screen rant. People are complaining that I said I was too old for Spy Kids 3D because I'm their age and it was only in 2003. So I would have been 11, way too old for Spy Kids 3. I was on to I was watching Mean Streets by then.
Just watching heady art films. No dialogue.
Yeah, Jackie Brown. It's not an art film, but not for children.
I really like Jackie Brown. I'm a big defender of Jackie Brown.
I
think
don't
it's
know if
really
I've
good.
actually watched Jackie Brown. Is it
Everyone's
Tarantino's
like-
first film?
No,
His first big one?
it's no, I don't think so. Because even like Pulp Fiction and Reservoir Dogs did really well.
Oh, were they before Jackie Brown? I thought
They're
Jackie.
before,
I didn't
yeah,
realise that.
Let's have a look at the timeline. Okay. Yeah, can I have them in order? When I said timeline, I meant in order, not just. God's sake. Right. Reservoir Dogs, Pulp Fiction, then Jackie Brown, 1997. So, yeah, I mean, people aren't wrong that nothing happens in Jackie Brown. That's not the
not the point of this.
character. It's a character film. It's
Yeah.
about.
It's about
what
the
they're
character.
doing, you know. Yeah.
I'll give you a clue. It's about the character Jackie Brown. We left you all the clues.
She features heavily. I mean, I like Death Proof, so I might not be.
Oh, well, then you're a pervert.
I might, yeah.
I enjoyed Death Proof. Was it Death Proof and Planet Terror in Grindhouse? I looked this up the other day.
Yes, I think so.
Was the other one Robert Rodriguez?
Yeah, that
Someone
sounds
like
right.
that.
I mean, Quentin Tarantino is such a horrid little freak.
Oh, he's a little goblin boy.
He's an absolute goblin, yeah. And not in a good crowd-funded podcast kind of way. Hey,
Look,
Tim,
just because we
there's
depict
no-
goblins, it's not we endorse goblins.
I bet there's no this crowdfunder you're doing. I bet there's
Yeah.
no like cool rewards or anything.
Oh no! If you went to the Goblins crowdfunder page, you wouldn't find many of these excellent and cool rewards, such as coming to karaoke with us all, I believe is one. Having special characters named after you. Some other stuff that I can't quite recall now because I'm bad at marketing.
So if you're interested, why don't you hop on over to the crowdfunder and have a little look.
Just going to pop that link in there. Oh no, that's Ku Yamamoto. I'll just paste Ku Yamamoto again.
See if anyone wants that.
There it is. And don't forget tonight, 8:30 p.m. UK time. Ben will be reading spooky stories.
If you know anyone who's like a horror fan, who is
Maybe
a
they
fan
like
of any
some sort of mango anchovy.
anchovies. Yeah.
Now because of this, I have had to engage in the mango anchovies Reddit.
Oh no.
It's been, you know what, so far a relatively positive experience. They seem to be.
That's good. They're all right,
Taz already did. Taz, we appreciate you have already engaged. This is not
Oh,
to
no,
denigrate
Taz
the
already-
previous work.
I think Taz already posted the link.
Oh, sorry, I see.
So that's right. No, it's fine. It's all right.
Well, now
Can
it's
never have too many
posted
links.
twice.
Smart thinking.
Are you somebody who's trying to design the early internet and making terrible mistakes that will haunt us forever? There can't be too many links.
Can't
There
be
can't
too many. Link rot. Let's not worry about that.
Uh-oh. I think there's a big boy ship and I think he's coming to kill me. Yeah, okay. Time to run away from the big boy ship that's here to kill me. Running, escaping.
Oh, pin the link to the chat. That's a good idea. I can do that. Pin this message.
Do it.
There we go.
Do it, you coward.
Pinned.
Oh, there's a big boy ship and he wants to murder my bum. Australian Magpie, there was a song you once did for my birthday you got distracted from halfway through. I had a dream of trying to finally get it finished. Did we get distracted? Doesn't sound like me.
Doesn't sound like no.
Did I insist
not
that
what
that
we
was
do
part of
here.
it? Like, no, part of the birthday song is, yeah, I've got distracted, and that's part of the song, that's written in. Like, if you were to perform it, you'd have to do that whole section where I get distracted. Yes, Mills, it's one of my classic relatable moments.
¿Necesita algo?
Oh, he won't let me interact with the Harbour Master right now. Fine. I'll complete my mission first then, or shall I? This man is making friends with seagulls.
Hey, friend. Want to go low profile? I'll talk to the powers that be straight away, my innocent friend.
Oh, I had to bribe a man. He'll see to the powers will be.
You had a great spooky theme, then got distracted to the point Pentol refunded the channel points.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Vuelva cuando quiera.
Thought I'd go to the shipwright to buy the broadsides, but no, apparently I'm going into my cabin to buy broadsides. Oh, it's trying to show me the cabin and its many lights. Right.
Ship right, more like ship wrong. God.
He's got good stuff. More cannons. It's not just cargo. It's not just resources that limits my upgrades. I have to progress further in the main story to unlock this upgrade. Ugh.
Stupid.
Disgusting. Taz, Tim is my favourite ship wrong. I'm not a ship right, love. Now, the currency in this game is real, but every time it says a price and then the letter R, I just assume it's a curve amount. Because you measure curves,
What?
like the curve of this is 3000 R. Because I think it's like this is what the radius would be, I think.
Oh, yes.
It's like
oh,
a
right.
curve of a screen has an R rating. Because like this curve is representative of a radius
What a
of such and
nerd.
such.
Imagine being like a real little...
I really thought you'd be on board with me on that one, and when you went silent and looked confused, I was like, oh shit, I'm on my own.
It's this thing that a nerdy thing that I didn't know, so I'm going to bully you about it.
It's fair. It's fair. Imaging Games. I spent 2 minutes trying to work out how to highlight a message in chat because it's been a decade since I used Twitch, and then I forgot what I wanted to say. So I have this.
Oh!
Thank you, Imaging Games. Rainbow, I think it's Radians.
Radiance.
What's the crew's mood?
But Radiance is the
talking about meeting with Master Kid to steal from a nearby
the
plantation.
rotation.
Plantation.
So
That's ambitious.
Profitable too.
it probably would be radiuses,
Aye.
radii, because
Good idea.
that would make sense for measuring the curvature of something, whereas whereas radians would tell you the angle of something.
God, this sounds like all of my bullies at secondary school correcting.
So no,
Which
I
I think
think
Radians would
Tim,
be to be.
Tim, you were right, Tim. It was I think that R probably does stand for radii rather than radians.
R curve. What is the R curve? What is R curve? Graphically represents the resistance to a crack propagation of the material and its function of crack growth. Nope, that's something else.
Nope.
Okay, R curve screens. R curve meaning. People just keep on talking about tearing resistance. Oh yeah, the R in this
Aaron's-
case stands for radius. Yeah,
It
it
is
just means radius.
Right. 1 second, Aaron is calling me.
Radius of curvature. An imaginary circle completing the curve. In the case of a space curve, the radius of curvature is the length of the curvature vector. Science. Image Games. Blah, 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 blah. Taz, words are hard. Okay.
Let's go. Loose all and twin shot to the wind.
We got more guns now. More guns going kaboom.
I think we've lost them, sir.
James. Maths. Goodbye, fare you well. Ah.
Now, Tim, don't
Yeah.
get scared. I'm gonna come back, and I'm gonna say hello. And hello.
I've drawn a little wee. I've just done a little there. No sea shanties happening. It's very good. Goodbye, fare ye well. Exactly, Taz. Oh, no call for hope. I just cut into my finger with a bread knife. No, no, no. I wasn't looking. I wasn't looking. And there's a reef turning. Everything's fine. Everything's
Nailed
cool.
it.
Nailed it.
Right.
I was looking at the chat and then I realised I was steering into a sandbank, which is not what you need.
Same thing happened at sea a lot.
Yeah, people looking at chat. Thank you, Rainbow Nerd. Thank you. It's one of my favourite shirts.
It is nice.
No, you took you too long. You had
No,
all
you
this
pattern
time to
shirts.
compliment me.
You see,
No,
you see a pattern shirt.
No, it's too late now.
You see a pattern shirt.
No, piss off.
Too late.
Too late. If you need to tell me why you're in trouble, then I just don't think you get it, and it's my least favourite trope in a sitcom. If I have to explain it to you, then you just don't deserve to know. It's like,
let's just
tell
not
me.
communicate then.
Yeah.
How can I learn if you don't tell me?
Learn.
Erin has a story about when they were teaching at a secondary school, and one of the kids was like laughing and joking around with her friend and being a disruption, and Erin sent them out of the class because they wouldn't stop doing it. And so afterwards, Erin was like, "Why do you think I sent you out of the class?" And I've never identified more with this kid. The kid was like, "Because I like laughed because I had joy in my life." Because I dared to enjoy myself.
Yeah, that was why. It was because because Miss Trunchable, like, I must eject you from the room for your expression of joy, not because you're being the most annoying shit.
I was like, oh, that would have been me.
I was sent out because of my freedom.
Yeah. Because I don't know, just dared to dream.
Because you're a husk. You husk.
Why are you not? Go.
Early in the morning.
Oh, you should.
Australian Magpie. Miscommunication is a trope. It kills me also. See, also, there's no time to explain. You're going to take at least 5 minutes walking to your destination. You have time for a recap. No, I can explain. No, I'm going to leave and take the situation totally at face value while screaming so I can't hear anything you say.
Yep.
Stop it.
It's bad. It's a bad trope.
A doggy! I'm pressing no buttons. Oh, pet animal. I can pet the animal. We pet the dog. Oh.
I don't know if petting a wild dog is always going to be a good idea.
I think it's a semi-domesticated dog. It's on an island with folks.
Okay, good. Because that's a good way to lose a finger.
Yes. Image Games. God, I have so many memories, stories, so many stories from teaching, but most of them involve a lot of intense swearing. So I'm slightly concerned. In my new job, I'm working at a very fancy school, and I'm quite concerned about the level of swearing I have sort of just become accustomed to in the workplace, because I work at a university where there's no real concern about swearing in front of children because everybody is at least over the age of 16, if not over the age of 18. And this does give me pause, because there will be actual children I need not to say the F word in front of them. I'm sure they've heard it. I'm not going to shock them, but I will.
Yeah, but
be in
it's
trouble.
a school, so you have to pretend that
you
they
gotta
haven't.
Yeah, exactly. Martin, I got told off for leaning on a fence once. Said to the teacher it was just a fence, and she said that what if it broke, and she charged my parents. What passed it a few years ago, and the fence was replaced. Luckily, I think they forgot to send the bill to my parents. I had one where one time I was walking up to a double door and I kicked it open into the face of a teacher. It didn't hit them, but it was really like whoomph, and they were like, "What the hell do you think you're doing?" And I just looked at him and said, I just don't know. I haven't got anything for you. I don't know why I did that. I know it was a bad thing to do, and here we are. And we're just all going to have to deal with it.
Damn. Sounds like you're a real troublemaker.
I'm a real troublemaker. I'm a real villain. I'm a pirate dandy. Erin's here. Erin's here. Do not fear now. Erin's here. They've got a hoodie and big hands.
I won't have big hands in November because they're getting chopped off.
Are you chopping off your hands? I think you've got the wrong surgery booked.
I've literally just woken up.
Uh-huh.
Why are you? It's Saturday morning. What are you doing?
Promotion. And also fun. We are giving into the demands of the Australians.
Time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing enjoying yourself?
Well, normally on a Saturday morning, Sam is watching telly and then he brings me a cup of tea, but alas.
I've co-opted him. He's
it's
my
an
boyfriend
Australian
now.
stream. Oh yeah. Hi Australians. How you doing? Is it nice over there? It'll be getting warmer now because we're getting colder. The toilet water goes wrong the wrong way. No, the sink water. That's it.
It does. All the water. I don't think actually it's all water. Waves wash out to sea. Baths empty when you try and fill them up. It's a real pain in the ass.
Your hands get unwashed.
Yeah,
in the
exactly.
sink.
You have to run them under air to get them wet.
Time runs backwards.
Stream is a treat for Australians and no one else. It's fucking hot here. It was 23 degrees in Melbourne today. Jesus.
Is
fucking hell.
very southern Australia colder, or is all of it just very hot? Because I know it's not just where it is in the equator; it's also like wind patterns
Other
and
things.
shit. Are there
Can
cold
you
bits of
stop
Australia?
Whatever that is, can you not do it?
What was that? What was it? I missed it. What did he do?
I bonked my headphones on Aaron's headphones.
It was horrible.
Oh, that is unpleasant. The loud clacking noise.
Oh my god, I'm
Are you,
sorry.
You're
No,
gonna
I'm really
get
sorry.
a bit on
Okay.
the dick in a minute.
You trying to get a bit on the dick, Sam? Sam, it's a great
Okay.
question. Answer.
Our
Are you
heads,
trying?
our heads are too close together. There we go.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, southern Australia, like Melbourne's kind of temperate, isn't it? A lot of the year?
Tasmania's equivalent to England. Yeah. One of my
Ah.
friends lives in Tasmania.
The Tasmanian Devil.
Yeah.
You're friends with the Tasmanian Devil.
To a land this way, under, down, under. The sky is always yellow, rain or shine. Come to Tasmania. Come to
Come to
Tasmania.
Tasmania. Oh, I'd completely forgotten that was the thing. Come to Tasmania. Come to
Yeah.
Tasmania.
And there's something, and his mother called Mum. Come to Tasmania. Come to Tasmania.
It's good stuff, guys.
I love when we forget that things exist and then we hear it and we're like, wow, that still lived in my subconscious, huh?
Yeah,
It's just
it was
been
just
burrowed
in there.
Yeah. I heard, did you hear did you were talking about the Raggy Dolls or something the other day? I think you mentioned
Did I mention the Raggy Dolls?
Yeah, and I was like, fuck.
Yes, I remember that. Yeah. How did the Raggy Dolls come up in
I
conversation?
don't know. We were talking about the 80s, I think.
They're dolls like you and me.
Are they just like you and me?
Just
Speak for yourself.
absolutely broken.
I'm back on the coast this year. The humidity is killing me. Right. I don't want to hear any yes, you're valid, males, completely valid. But I'm gonna tell you something, and I don't want to hear any it was 70% here because, and then you're a pussy. Pain is relative.
But remember,
okay?
you're
Pain
valid. But before you hear this, remember you're valid.
You're all valid, but
absolute
pain. But
pricks.
also, hang on, you're valid, but also I am also valid.
Ugh, that
Pain
doesn't
is
sound right.
relative. We left the laundry. Yeah, England has no AC. We had to buy AC, and our houses are made out of thick ass brick to deal with the war and
Thick,
winter.
chunky bricks.
Yeah. Anyway, so we hung up the laundry on the clothes horse at the moment because our tumble dryer is broken. And I woke up the other day and it was 72% humidity in my room, and I literally felt like I'd woken up in a tent. I was
Yeah.
everything
You feel like you're
is
at Glastonbury.
everything's wet and my skin is wet and I just I don't like
It was
it.
horrendous.
We had the dehumidifier pump going we're going absolutely nuts
It
in
got,
my room yesterday, and literally it
thousands
was
of gallons.
pouring out. I was like, oh, you slept in this, ugh.
It was
dear.
1 trillion gallons
It was
of water
disgusting.
came out of the air.
Imogen
Metals, I
Games-
am a pussy. I cannot regulate my body. Same. Same.
Imogen Games highlighted because I was in London 2 weeks ago and I have never been as hot in that dumb city. Nothing is air conditioned. It is awful.
Yeah.
It's a terrible city. It's the worst place on earth.
And it has a microclimate, so London is hotter than most other
Yes.
places in England because it's got so many big tall buildings that retain heat.
Brighton is humid but cooler.
Yeah, we get breezes, lots of breezes.
It was me, but the humidity got I just googled the Raggy Dolls. Why is British children's stuff so dang cursed? It really is.
Because all of it was made in a shed in the 60s by a guy called
Yeah.
Steve who had 8 minutes. So it's just I
Yeah.
just thought I had this piece of shit and this other piece of shit. So I slapped these 2
8
pieces of
minutes,
shit
Steve.
together,
Yeah,
and now
and
it's
they
time
were-
to go on air.
There were some really good episodes, but they recorded over them with the bad episodes because for some reason tape was that expensive.
And also in the early days they were
Humidity.
sort of
Gross.
well, we're going to play this once and then that's it, because that's how television works. It was a very different attitude until the
Son
70s.
of the late William Kidd. Still a mere boy, and yet.
No, I get why Johnny Big Streams made a horror story about the Victoria Line. I nearly died. You think the Victoria Line is bad? The Central Line is even worse.
Still
The
Is it
Victoria
Baker,
Line
is
is.
Bakerloo the deepest?
The Bakerloo's the deepest. No, Hampstead Station is the deepest train station. It's 55 meters, and I don't know why I remember that. But also, I think someone was born in a tube station. Someone famous was born in a tube station during the war, and
Winston Churchill.
I know. Was it actually Winston Churchill?
He was born during the war.
Yeah. No, he wasn't.
Yeah.
He was born.
Yeah.
He wasn't.
We will find them on the beaches. We will find them on the. I need that.
Find them on the beaches.
I'm a baby Churchill.
Also,
I got a war room. They made it. It's my playroom. I turned it. I put maps on the wall.
Also, all the grain in India is not in India anymore. Goodbye, Churchill.
Bye bye. I want to keep it. I want India. It's mine.
It's mine.
It's mine.
We gave him a Quicket.
Who gave it? Oh, what's he? It was in The Crown. He's always whinging about someone who gave away India. It's bloody Batten.
Oh, Lord Mountbatten.
Lord Batman. That's it. The one that got blown up by the IRA.
Lord Batman.
Watch out for that boat.
Lord Batman. I just keep wanting to call him Uncle Dickie because that's what all of the aristocracy call him. Lord Mountbatten. Central Line was offline for most of the time. Yeah, because a heat monster ate it. Yeah, that's true. Victoria Line has got some. Victoria and Jubilee has got some air conditioning, but Central Line is just a fucking like sardine can on wheels.
And then you get on the Elizabeth line, and you're like, it can be like this. It could be like this.
It could have been good.
Our stuff is so cursed. My friend keeps sending me that video of Mr. Blobby singing at a festival. There's a picture of me as a child sitting on Mr. Blobby's lap. I went to Mr. Blobby Land when I was a child in the early 90s, and I took it into school to show my friends, and I did a fake signature so it looked like I got Mr. Blobby's autograph.
Wow.
I know.
Did they all think you were really cool?
I don't think so.
I
I thought they would, but I don't think it worked.
I do like the idea that the kind of the backstory is you sat at Mr. Blobby's lap and his cursed power stole your soul, and you are the kind of a living homunculus waiting for the rise of Blobby to return so you can do his evil bidding.
Blobby Blob, I mean.
Blob Blob, I mean good day, sir.
Good day to you. I'm going to go make a cup of tea myself.
Oh, whoa. Oh, it's basically like being... It's basically like being in the whole of World War II in every theatre of battle. Japan, the Western Front, Russia.
He's holding his cup of coffee underneath your camera, you can't see it, and doing his wheeze face.
I'm Winston Churchill.
You shut up your own self, Churchill.
You shut up your own self, Churchill.
Can I go and make tea?
Yeah.
You said you were going to make it.
I changed my mind, I don't want to.
We don't change our mind in this house.
We do. We have the prerogative to change our minds anytime we like.
That's the Blobby way.
Erin, I have so many questions.
Hang on, let me set this to build, and then.
Oh, I'm Sam. I've got a video game that's more important than my wife.
Yeah, you get it.
Yeah.
Monty's right behind you.
Oh,
He's okay. He's
Good
good.
boy.
Get me a tea.
Get me a cup of tea. I'm Winston Churchill.
I'm Winston Churchill.
Well, let's take this opportunity to read out Taz's incredibly long messages. I know this has gone very long, but it took me ages to write. Buckle in to this, folks. School trauma incoming. I got a detention and had to write an apology letter to a man who accused us of doing something that we did once, but got blamed for everything. So my mum was late. So my mum was late to pick me up once, and we were just chucking rocks across the road because we were bored. And the guy across the road came home and instantly saw us and yelled at us because apparently some teenagers had broken his windows from throwing rocks. Not us. I was like 10 at this stage, and also very femish. Anyway, this angry old man yelled at us and then chased us and chose me, the tall girl of the group, to chase from the back of the school to the front for me to run into a prep room and this guy to nearly break my arm grabbing it. And then I had to snitch and had to write apologies and such, even though none of the rocks got anywhere near his house. Trauma.
Oh my god.
Just anytime you're chasing somebody and then they go into a school, at that point you have to stop and go, do I wish to pursue a child into a school?
Do I wish to pursue a small child into a school and nearly break their arm? Jesus.
Wait, you're probably
Kip,
wondering how I got here.
I just want to very quickly ask Kip so they can reply. But Kip, what do you have questions about? I mean, I've said some pretty cursed things over the last 10 minutes, so It could be anything, but I'm just curious. Yeah, that's fucked. That's anytime you're chasing someone, take a moment and then don't.
Yeah.
Don't. Just don't.
So I was just chasing this child, and then I thought, perhaps not. No. Yeah. I've reconsidered, and actually, no, thank you.
My friends actually have a group chat which is called the Democratic Union of Blobby. The only thing posted there are gifs of Blobby.
Mute the chat.
Everything. I have a group chat with some friends called R.I.P. Jill Dando.
What? Who is Jill Dando?
Jill Dando is the the TV presenter that got murdered in
Oh my god. Oh, okay, so this is a fun comedy group then, eh? Jesus Christ.
Well, we made the group chat after we watched the documentary about who killed Jill Dando. So I think we were just thinking about Jill Dando.
You had Dando on the mind.
We were laughing. Everyone was laughing at me because I basically said, and I'm going to come out and say this on record.
Yeah.
I said that Jill Dando was camp. Like, she was camp. She was
Okay.
extremely camp. The gays loved her. She was sort of a secondary Princess Diana. They absolutely adored her. I was like, do you know what is super camp? Jill Dando. And because we'd watched the documentary, everyone thought that I was saying that an unsolved murder was camp. So that's where the
Nothing
group chat joke
camper
comes from.
than unsolved murders.
Yeah, nothing camper than an unsolved murder. Although I think it is solved now. I think they had imprisoned the wrong person for a long time, and then they were
Oh.
like, "Oops, no,
Whoops,
sorry,
sorry.
it was probably the mafia," because she worked on Crime Watch. Do you remember?
Oh,
and then they
okay.
did a episode of Crime Watch about her murder, and they were just like desperate to find who her murderer was, and just booked someone who was a bit dodge. And then he got exonerated, and they were like, actually, we probably think it was the Serbian mafia, because she was about to do an episode exposing them.
And you know what the
Camp.
Serbian mafia don't like? Being talked about on television.
Yeah.
They're not fans.
No, they don't like it. Chasing a child wins. Not a sanctioned game. Where is Mr. Blobbyland, first of all? Somewhere in southwest of England. I mean, it closed down in the
I've been
mid-90s.
there because
Yeah.
no, sorry, I'm telling a lie. I have been to. I think Job Walls used to be a blobby land. I remember I used to go to this place as a child, and it had go-karts, and it was great fun. But there was some abandoned blobby paraphernalia. Like there was just like there was just like a standee of Mr. Blobby, and you're like, why is this here? And it's like, because at one point this was a blobby-themed property, and they sort of like went out of network, as it were. When the blobby.
I just had to add a permitted term, which is
Oh.
Gaylord, because of the Gaylord Brain Injury Unit. I saw that recently, Mails, and someone screen grabbed it saying, "A familiar place for a lot of you, I'm sure." I was like, yes,
Incredible.
it's me. I live there.
Dear.
Horrific. Yeah, no, it's like, yeah, somewhere in, I would guess somewhere, Somerset, Devon, that kind of area. But I remember Googling it, and I think it had closed down in like the late 90s.
Yeah, by court order.
I'm very glad that I got to go. Shirty the slightly aggressive bear was mobbled on Blobby. Right, Sam's back. Sammy Lamb, do you want to get me a chair? And I can come and sit. Hey! Well, you can sit in that chair then, can't you?
Oh wow! Did you see that mental judo?
I'm kidding. I'm gonna move. Sam said to me the other day, I said to Sam, for my next gig, can I have a vocoder on stage? And Sam said, I don't have a vocoder. And I was like, bitch,
He definitely does.
you do. It's right here. There's a button that says vocoder. It's Erin Stream now. No, it's not. Oh, Monty! Hi!
Is he a sleepy morning boy?
He's gotten onto Sam's bed and he's like curled up like a little potato. Don't cover him up because he doesn't like it. Oh, you made him a little donut. Oh, I'm gonna go sit with my bunny. Oh, yeah. What's the sad ears for, darling?
Is it because it's early? And you're like, why?
Yeah,
Why
he's
be
like,
early?
what the fuck is going on? Can we see the baby boy? Yeah, I guess so. But I'm not going to turn the camera because Sam's studio is.
It's just full of bones.
Can. We wish to see the baby. I want to see my little boy.
Here he comes.
can you go
I want to
get
see
my phone from
my
my bedside
little
table?
boy. Here he comes.
It's all right, Monty. Daddy's coming back. It's all right. He's coming. It's all right. It's okay. He's coming back. It's okay.
What if father never returns from the war?
He's looking up, just like, hey, wait, where's he gone? Daddy. Dad. It's all right. He's coming back. Don't worry. Saturday morning is very much lazy family time, so he's like, what's going on? It's all right, darling. It's okay. It's not there. Okay, I'll go find it. Right, I'll be right back. Bye, everyone. Love you.
Bye, Aaron.
Man, you've a job to do.
Apologies, sir. I'll keep my eyes peeled.
What's that, sorry?
Yeah, what's a good idea?
What's that?
So you take drugs.
Oh, do you take your drugs?
Drugs?
Sam, have you taken your drugs?
I don't have morning. Actually, I could take a Ritalin. That might.
I mean,
that
look,
might
don't make me
sort
take
my-
you. Let me make you take what you don't need. Oh, okay, all right.
No, I was just thinking like I don't have any morning drugs, and I was like, I could stand a
Splash out on a
being able
Ritty.
to think in a straight line today. That'd be nice. Nice little straight line thinking.
So Sam left the room, and Monty just watched and was like, okay, Daddy's gone, and I'll wait for him to come back. And then I left the room, and Monty was like, I go with Mummy.
He loves his mama.
Sneaky.
You okay, my love?
I'd like to speak to the man in charge here. I require entrance to the warehouse.
I require entrance to the warehouse.
Which of you dogs has the key to the warehouse, huh?
This is what he's doing.
The key, goddammit. Someone find me the key.
He's curled up like a little egg.
An egg.
He's a sweet little man.
A little eggy.
You're fit to work.
There he is. There's Mr. Keys.
Oh shit! Don't need to do that.
Oh, I'll put it in chat. Tell you what, Taz, I'll send it to you on Discord, and then you can put the link in chat. Where are you?
Didn't quite work.
Mm,
I need one of these guys to be dead. Don't really mind which.
there you are.
Let them choose.
I'll break a pool cue in half and leave it in between them.
Have you seen? Did you watch Humane? The
No.
the Cronenberg Child's new film. Hang on.
Oh, yes. The son of Cronenberg. No, I've not.
Daughter of Cronenberg.
Daughter
This
of
is Caitlin
Cronenberg. Oh,
Caitlin
I think her
Cronenberg.
son is also a director.
Yeah, Brandon is also a director. It was good. It was really good. Like very on the nose satire, but I'm here for sometimes.
Yeah.
That's how it has to be. Starship
that was-
Troopers is not subtle, and it still
No.
works.
I think Zoe Kravitz also did a recent like horror Eat the Rich type film, and the review was like, it's not subtle, but it doesn't need to be.
Mhm.
Oh, having a call from Ben. Bear with all. I'll be back in a mo.
It's my stream now. My stream.
Oh, shit.
Oh no, I hate that. Like I used to get so when I had an iPhone, and it was during a period where I get a lot of like out of hours work calls, which I've put a stop to. The iPhone ringtone still gives me like proper anxiety when I hear it in like on TV and things. I'm like, oh no, this is it.
That TikTok of the guy who's like, "We're IT guys," and then the teams.
The team's chime, yeah.
Yeah.
And he bursts into tears. Exactly.
He's like,
exactly that.
"We're IT guys. We diddly." He's like, no, it's not that. It's boom, 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 boom,
boom. The team's chime, the anxiety-inducing teams.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. What is? Yeah. One. Yeah, it is.
Like
But it's weird because when you sing it, because it's in sort of weird chimey chords.
Yeah.
Like and it's all bubbly. It's like whum, whum, whum.
You can have your cup of tea now.
Okay, so Ben needed access to Twitch, and as you can see, he is using this power for good. Why the ever-loving piss are you streaming Assassin's Creed 3? Well, I'm not actually streaming Assassin's Creed 3. I'm streaming Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
Get it right.
Looks like someone's really shit the bed on this one.
Apology accepted.
Apology rejected.
Actually, apology not accepted.
I'm getting into your bed.
Okay.
Hiding. Sir, I need to speak with you. I also like that he's doing the rounds with a guy. I just stabbed that guy and he disappeared, and he's just sort of like, I wonder if he went to take a piss or something. Like, he's just unconcerned.
He's gone, I guess.
Samuel Ray.
What?
Nope, 2 new people.
Why is there a bit of crafting fucking armature in your bed?
I don't know.
A bit of fucking armature in your bed.
Armature?
To keep me on the straight and narrow.
Ben, but also you aren't in a boat, so you're doing the bad bit of Black Flag. Get in a boat, nerd. I know, I'm having to do a stealth mission. We've been in the boat for a bit. I got to float around and shoot people. It was great. And now we're in the other bit. Kip, he does have a point about the boat, Tim. Can't believe this. I worked my arse off for years and years, and all of a sudden Ben comes in and says you're doing it wrong because you're on a boat, and you fall in step. You Australian fucks. Can't believe this. Karen, there are shanties and everything. Right. Come over here, Mr. Keyholder. Walk slowly over to me so I can stab you in the neck from this bush. Stop looking at the floor.
Don't worry about that. Look over here.
Ben, I'm an older brother. That's my job. It's what I'm for. Kapow! I got the key now, idiots. Do you think when they're setting out their patrol routes, they're like, no, make sure you walk really close to the Haywain. It's very important that you patrol right along the side of the Haywain, otherwise what's the point?
Next to it. I need to check. I need you to make sure that there is no villains near the hay bale. But don't look in the hay bale.
Don't look in the hay bale.
Leave the hay bale alone, but go very, very near it.
Oh, clearly not close. Oh, good. I'm on top of it. Fucking hell. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Assassin's Creed. What? Why won't it let me stay in? Oh, it's because I'm spotted. I got spotted by a guy. And now I've been shot. I didn't realise he was looking at me. No, don't sound the alarm.
And shotted.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Everything's fine. I didn't realise that guy was over there, and he wouldn't let me stay inside. So I kept on just trying to get back into the Haywain. Ben's gonna go paint some tiny men. See you later tonight.
Oh, is there something happening later tonight that people might be interested in?
Sam, I'm so sexually aroused by the fact that you asked. Yes, we are doing a fundraising stream later tonight. There will be spooky stories being read by Mr. Ben Meredith. It will be streamed from his house. I will be not emceeing. I will be stage managing, which, as is probably aware from my ability to stage manage my own streams, will be an interesting affair. I'm also going to be running interference on the nephew, so if he kicks off, it's not all down to the incredibly pregnant Rachel. Just so pregnant you can't even believe. So I will be
creating so many humans right now.
Oh,
well, one,
like at least one.
Thoroughly.
Thoroughly creating one human. Oh god, I forgot about this.
Why is my inventory so small?
Insert joke. Yeah.
Because I haven't filled this game with mods yet.
Erin, another Monty pick incoming.
Little boy.
I want to see my little boy. Here he comes. Here we have Taz. Aww. There he is. Oh. So, prepping for the new school year at the uni. Mm-hmm. And I'm currently doing my favourite thing, which is completely stripping out and rebuilding offices to my own designs. Oh, it's satisfying, Sam. Oh, it's satisfying. Now, by the 5th one, am I a little tired of it? Yes. But there's still part of me that's like, but what if we change the orientations of these desks to make them more storage friendly? Oh, is it hot in here? Sorry. Yes, because the AC's off. Oh, it's good stuff.
Nice. It's good to have some satisfying work.
And so much of it so because we very last minute were told, right, you can go and do some work. So I'm spending a lot of my days frantically calling around contractors being like, could you do an enormous job this week? Or maybe at a push next week? And they're like, you do realise every educational institution is closed and open at the same time. So this is a bad time to be trying to rush this because everybody is in the same boat. And I'm like, yes.
Everyone's doing it at the same time.
Well, I had a melty ceiling, so I'm more important. He's dead. He's dead, Dave. Oh god, he took so long to die. Oh, and over he goes. Oh my god. He really made a meal out of that death. Alibag said, oh, don't remind me uni starts soon, Tim. I'm trying to ignore it. Everybody's dead, Dave. What about Perkins? He's dead, Dave. Everybody's dead. Image Games, I have so many fucking channel points, so now you have to pay attention to me. When is the fundraising team? You can answer in GMT hours or hours from this second. Okay, so in GMT, is it British summertime? UK time, I'm going to say, because I can't remember. GMT and BST are different things. It's very confusing. UK time, 8:30 PM tonight, which is 8 hours and 36 minutes from now. In 8 hours and 36 minutes.
Start your timers.
Synchronize your watches. We are still in BST. Yes. So currently it's BST, which is 1 hour ahead of GMT. But I've just completely abandoned it because there's also, when I used to work with Americans, there's a 2-week period where our daylight savings times stop interacting and then start interacting again. And it was just a night. Or I'm organising an interview from the UK for an American company for a man who lives in Australia, and you're like, this is impossible.
Yep. Also, it depends on the state, because different states do.
Oh yeah. Oh, don't worry. They're in Mountain Time. The weird one. They're in Colorado.
Isn't like Arizona doesn't observe daylight savings or something?
Yes, I think they've relatively recently changed a few laws around to make it not quite as deadly confusing.
I think you should just bin it off. It's a complete waste of time.
Yeah, there is an argument to say that daylight savings time should be entirely scrapped, other than for some very specific circumstances and locations. Like, it makes sense if you're driving, because didn't they do it when it was because school children were going to school in the dark in certain parts of the country, and they were like, this is dangerous.
I keep hearing different things about it. Some of it was to reduce fuel use was one reason I heard in the States, because because candles burning and fires and stuff, but that actually has the opposite effect now because of air conditioning and electric lighting.
Oh yeah.
So that is no longer a good reason. At least it doesn't, it has the opposite effect. And then
then
for
it just-
farmers
yeah.
and stuff, or like for things for kids. Yeah, kids going to school, farms opening and stuff like that. But it's all.
But also, if you're a farmer, you're not like, oh, sorry, the law is I can't start. You know, you just get up
Yeah,
with the
exactly.
daylight and go to. You know, you sort of stop observing. But I suppose if you're dealing with a world that has business hours, even if you are yourself a farmer, it does become difficult. I
Yeah.
don't know.
But what I mean.
Fake Coffee Cup has subscribed with Prime. With the message, good morning, almost 3.5 years watching whatever the hell this is, 41 months. Thank you very much, Fake Coffee Cup. And don't forget, if you are an Amazon Prime subscriber, you get one free Prime subscription per month. Oh, and Imogen Games has gifted. I was like, what the hell is that noise? What the hell was that noise? And it was the noise of a cheer. We got cheered bits. Thank you, Imogen.
Bits.
It's been so long since I've heard that noise. I was deeply confused as to what was going on. Squiddy Terrence, God damn it! I've basically missed yet another stream. It's 6:56 a.m. on a Saturday. I've only just woken up. I think we'll be screaming for. Oh, ooh. I just nearly knocked over a cup of coffee. Literally just reached out and just punched it. Luckily, it was empty, but it was not empty about 20 seconds ago. We're only going for 2 hours 20 minutes. There should be a good, probably a good chunk more of stream, I'd say.
A chunk,
depending.
Why is there no
See you later,
coal down
Imogen.
here?
Why is there no coal? That's the big question. Britain will always need coal.
I need coal to get the trains running, but in order to get the coal, I need trains.
Ooh.
It's the classic Factorio catch-22.
It's what we call the Mussolini trap.
Please explain.
No.
Shut.
I refuse.
So the reason for that is Mussolini was, of course, coal-powered.
Yeah, he was a
So-
coal-powered train of a man.
He was a brass automaton that the Italians built.
Yeah. In order to try and justify World War II.
Yeah. And you had to get coal, but the only person who knew how to get the coal was the Mussolini brass automaton. So
Exactly.
catch-22, isn't it?
They tried
Hence
to
the
light him up
Mussolini
with sort of
effect.
like because you can like use peat, but it isn't very effective. So they just couldn't get the temperatures up in the boilers. So he sort of like he would turn on, but he'd just say things like "Il Duce," and then he'd just run out of power again.
It was terrible.
Awful business. Terrible business. Ellie Baxter, there's no daylight savings time in Iceland, so it was a shock when I moved here. I'm not sure my internal clock has accepted it 8 years later.
Damn. I always get tricked into whenever daylight savings, whichever one gives you an extra hour's sleep. I always get tricked into thinking I've fixed my sleep pattern. I'm like, oh, I feel so good. I'm so energetic, and then I'm like, oh no. It happened again. It's only happened every year of my life.
Twice a year, every year.
Yeah.
Because like, you go the other way and go, oh no, my sleep pattern's become so much more. Oh no.
Oh no. I got tricked again.
It's shanty time. Oh, I'm sailing into a fog bank, which feels dangerous.
I'm sure there won't be any rocks.
It was just a big whale. Hoppa! Taz's gonna go watch Taskmaster with his housemates now. See you later. See you later,
Adios.
Taz. Adios, amigo. Oh, yeah. Proper defences. I'm going to get the viewpoint first, sir. Let me get on this branch.
Where am I? Why don't I have any?
Will he ever complete a sentence? Where am I? Why don't I?
Why
What
don't
is?
I?
Could it?
There they
Shall it? Will on have been?
What? Is it, does it?
Can it? But surely. But there was. Huh.
Such a.
Guess I'll just. Because. Okay. It is a good show, Australian Magpie. One of the better shows. Splosh. Oh, I should have gone and got that chest. I demand gifts and victuals. Fists and gittles. I think at no point in this game do you open a chest any other way than doing basically a super kick. You just sort of really like turn and go, BAM! Loot.
Delicious, crunchy loot.
Ooh. Shovel down that loot pie. Remember, Taskmaster and Game Changer have the same appeal to them. Someone please put these comedians in situations. Put them in situations, guys. Do you like Game Changer?
It's very good.
I have occasionally considered a dropout subscription because there's so much to catch up on.
It's pretty cheap as well. As subscription services go, I think it's like £6 a month.
Like old school Netflix.
And it's
there's lots of it.
Yearly. I got the yearly subscription because it was on. It was like an offer. It was like 20% off or something.
We're prosperous, free.
Yeah, it's good. It's worth it.
Out the reach of kings, clergy, and debt collectors.
Near 500 men now pledge their allegiance to the Brethren of the Coast in Nassau. Not a bad number.
Ruth. Yet we lack sturdy defenses. If the king were to attack the town, he'd trample us.
Then let us find the observatory. If it does what these Templars claim, we'll be unbeatable.
Not that twaddle again, can we? It's a story for schoolboys. I mean, proper defenses. Steal a galleon, shift all the guns to one side. Would make a nice ornament for one of our harbors.
It will not be easy to steal a full Spanish galleon. Have you one in mind?
I do, sir. And I'll show you. She's a fussock, she is.
A fussock?
And
The fuck do you call me?
You fussock. You come over here. Fussocking. We're going to steal a Spanish galleon, and it's a fussock.
It's that type of boat.
A galleon?
I've ever heard that word before. No, a galleon.
Fussock. Okay, yeah, a fussock. I think he's, like ungainly and slow in this context.
Aye. In the midst of a hurricane.
Just before the treasure fleet was smashed against the shore.
Was the haul aboard as rich as men are saying?
1,000 times that. I reckon £1 million worth of reals was sunk that.
Ravenod, I have their YouTube channel subscription because that's more accessible to me. Ah, that is the easier way to do it as well. I don't have to log on. So Magpie Dropout is worth it, and no scumbaggery as opposed to all the other streaming services.
Yep.
Well, that's some soft talk coming from a pirate. I mostly agree. We'll save the clash in a cutlass.
Got him.
Come to plank!
Easy as she goes. No telling what you may find out here.
Like staring through a waterfall.
Don't soil your breeches, lads. I got this.
That one's already on fire. Didn't have stuff for me. I think it was already defeated by the El Arca del Mastro. Is that it? Oh, it's very big.
They'll strike when fortune favors them.
Under cover of darkness, most likely.
Aye, it may come to that. All in the sunset.
Douse those men! We're clear.
I'm going to get spotted by the ship and he's going to ruin everything, or can I just destroy it? No. No, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if I destroy them, I'm detected. Bumps.
Ruined it.
Ruined it for everyone involved. Also, I love the fact that it's like, tail the ship, they won't notice. Like, I am just behind them. They can look over the back.
That's true. I watched a video about. I watched a lot of really interesting videos about things that I find interesting.
Yeah.
One of them was search patterns at sea. If you're looking for someone, if you if you draw a map of the search pattern itself, it looks like absolute nonsense.
Yeah.
Because it looks like the ship is just going in random directions. But what they do is they have like a search pattern, like a star shape.
Yeah.
But then they account for it. They account
for
for
drift.
The tide, for drift
Yeah,
and the tide.
yeah.
So you are actually searching a star
So,
pattern,
like, kind
but
of doing this.
but spread out over it, and it's like it's really interesting.
That is
How-
interesting.
But yeah, but looking at it just on its own, it's like that's
What are they doing?
You couldn't possibly find anything in that, but actually you're taking into account
The drifties.
the little drifties.
I mean, look, I wouldn't really be in a position to criticise you. I watched a 25-minute video on how door closers work and how best to adjust them. And I'm going to take that knowledge to work and adjust all the door closers before I leave, because there are 3 or 4 of them that I'm like, this is wrong, but I don't know how to sort it out. And
It's
now
like
I do.
Your nemesis now.
Long close, short close,
Yep.
the tension spring.
No, I would watch that. I would watch that video.
Good. I can't remember what the YouTuber. He's quite a well-known one, and he basically goes like, "Here's an item. Let's talk about it in great detail."
It's like practical engineering, but he does like infrastructure stuff.
Yeah. I love practical.
But this
engineering.
is small scale.
Yeah, he's like, how the hell do mini fridges work, and why are they so bomb-proof? Let's talk about mini fridges.
How many Indiana Joneses can you get inside this mini fridge?
Just the one.
Just
unfortunately, it's
a quarter.
It's the young one. What's the young Indiana Jones guy that they were like?
Shia
He's the new
LaBeouf.
Shia. Unfortunately, it's Shia LaBeouf.
Never mind.
Never mind, eh?
Why am I not?
Tailing missions, even in a boat. Tailing missions.
Tailing
Stop it.
missions need to be scrapped.
Yeah. It's
From-
just, it's never once been fun.
Don't get too close. You're too far away.
It's like,
Fuck off.
why
Terrible.
don't you fuck off, actually?
You're too close now.
I've accidentally driven an AI car into the side of you and you've been detected even though there's no way to avoid it and you didn't do anything.
Yeah, and the thing that it wants you to do is stop in the middle of a busy road,
Yeah.
causing a massive tailback, which would draw way more attention than just sitting 2 cars behind in traffic. But then if you've got the traffic density turned down to a reasonable amount for your graphics card, then the mission doesn't work properly.
This isn't the specific incident you're thinking of, Sam.
Scrap them. Yes, like GTA 4 or 5, where it was just so infuriating. At least GTA 5 had decent checkpointing. It took them 5 games to realise that you had to checkpoint your missions.
Yeah, I remember GTA 5 being not super frustrating from that point of view.
No.
GTA 4 was very annoying, as I remember.
Remember, Note says, I love video essays, but I really need to be careful when I get close to the ones that don't do good research. Yeah. Yes, quite.
Yeah, because they can just go, here's some nonsense. And you're like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, interesting. It's like, nope, none of that was true.
That was all made up. Yeah, exactly. That's a good point. Because it can all be presented as, it's so easy to just present things as facts.
I do it all the time. I've never said a true thing on this entire stream, ever.
At least we don't. This is not branded as an information channel. You know, nobody is under the illusion.
Oh no, I'm what they call a truth teller.
Oh, you've been. Yep. Welcome back to the Sensible Atheist.
Guys, welcome to the Philosophy Zone. I'm here with, yes, you've guessed it, Jordan Peterson.
Yeah. One sec, parenting chat.
All good.
I know the place. Natural stronghold used by a French captain.
Fake coffee cup. It was truly life-changing when I first learned as a child that documentaries are allowed to lie and they don't just even go to jail.
I know the man. And if he sees my ship, he'll know it from his time in Havana, meaning he may wonder at who's sailing her now. I can't risk that.
And I don't want to lose that galleon.
No,
Let's think on it. Maybe wait till it's dark before hopping aboard.
Monty's being very sweet.
Oh, he's been a good lad.
Yeah, he's just having a sleepy morning. Right, how long?
How long is this factory going on?
24.
Don't mind me, sir. You're a lot more powerful than I am.
That would be 64 times long. Lovely. Power of 2.
Have you seen the power of 1, Mark? Talking about the power of 2. Have you even seen the power of 1?
Mark. You lingered, Mark.
You could have let it linger, Mark. I don't know what this is in reference to, but Squidly Terrence, except for in the fall, we'd watch Punkin Chunkin. I wish for no further explanation. I prefer to live in a world where
Punkin Chunkin just exists.
I've discovered a white whale, apparently.
This white whale could be my white whale.
Look, guys, we need to get from this side to the other side of the Rubicon, but I must warn you, this is a real crossing the Rubicon moment. Before you leap over this Australian great white, do consider that you are about to jump the shark. Any more? Any more of these? Probably a few.
Oh, there's got to be.
Gentlemen, as is custom among our kind, we do not plunge headlong into folly on the orders of a single madman, but act according to our own collective madness. The object of our attention is a square-rigged galleon, and we want her for the advantage she'll bring Nassau.
Yes.
So I'll put it to the vote.
Yes.
All those in favor of storming this cove and taking this ship, stomp and shout aye! Aye! Those who oppose, whimper nay.
Nay.
Never was the King's Council so unified.
I do like how they're like, we're going to take a vote. If you're a big pussy, you can say no. Okay, right, well. What would I call a fair vote?
Yeah, it's
fine.
It's not really democracy, is it?
Now, I do have a gun, and I am quite drunk, but you can let me know if you disagree with my course of action. Anyone? No? Okay.
It's like in movies and things when they're like, anyone, we're going to do this incredibly dangerous thing, and anyone who doesn't want to do it is free to leave now, and no one will think any less of you. But they will.
But they will, and they do, and they're like, you scumbag. You know, you say, yeah, well, I lied. Obviously, I lied. I'm a liar.
Obviously, we will think less of you.
Squilly Terrence, Tim, please discover the joys of Punkin Chunkin. It's an old American seasonal show where people are entered into an engineering contest. Oh, I do know about this. To build a catapult or vague machine to throw a pumpkin as far as possible across a field. I am aware of this.
Yes.
It is good fun. It's like Scrap Heap Challenge if you were an American and it's always about chucking pumpkins.
My favourite episodes of Scrap Heap Challenge was they were building like jet engines or something.
Oh yeah, and they do build like
did it, yeah,
out of shit.
Working jet engines.
I suppose the weird thing of a jet engine in and of itself is relatively simple, especially like the Doodlebug jet engine, where there aren't spinning fan blades and things. It's literally just we are pointing the explosion a certain direction.
Yep, just make the explosion go that way. Exactly. Yeah. And the one where the one team's like machine broke down completely, and the other team helped them fix it. And when I asked, someone was like, "You could have just. What if you'd done nothing? You could have won." It's like, I came here to win, not win by default.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
slam.
Now
Just
that's
fireworks
an
go
attitude.
off.
Just go like, yeah, good for you.
Yeah. Except the person who said it is like a 48-year-old farmer from Wiltshire. I came here to win, not win by default.
Came here to win.
Anyway, I've built a gun.
It's so I can enforce my terrible politics. Oh dear.
Would anybody like to take a vote on whether or not to chuck this pumpkin?
Okay. So.
No idea if they're involved, just murder.
They are now.
Your corpse is involved. Hello.
Right. So that's the 4 lane. That's done. Now I need a 4 lane with a switch over.
Am I not just sliding underneath automatic? There we go. Squilly Terrence, gotta love video game jungle levels. Light through the trees are so pretty. It feels very Crash Bandicoot. Boom, boom. Dum 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 dum. Boom, dum 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 boom, dum. Boom, boom, boom. Sound effects. Those first couple of levels, especially that level in Crash Bandicoot where you're running away from the big ball, baked into my brain. That and the first sciencey level, the first Doctor, whatever he's called, Doctor Nuclear, yeah, where you start to get into the metal world, and it's all a lot more scary.
The water level from Sonic 1, where the music speeds up when Sonic starts to drown.
Oh God!
It's very stressful.
He's dead now. Your fault.
He's dead. You killed us. You killed the smelly hedgehog.
You killed our friend.
Now, I need one. I'm trying to make a rail network with only 3-way junctions.
Who do you work for? Southern? Don't know. Not really.
Don't know if that one really works.
Not really relevant.
I kind of got it.
Because you're trying to make a great effort to improve your rail network, whereas I think they're running theirs into the ground until they lose their license. Different objectives.
That's the way to do it. Can't privatise nothing.
I did wonder about that with sort of like when you announce to the rail networks, like you're not getting the contract back. So it's like, well, in the next 2 years, we are really going to milk this fucker dry then.
Yep. This is going to be a bad network. So, I can go there. Yeah, I'm trying to, because if you have 4-way crossings on Factorio, it's just like always the big choke point for the rail network. So if I only have 3-way crossings, then it makes it a little bit more complicated overall, but I think it will move better.
Okay.
That's
Sam,
the
I
plan.
trust you. I trust you implicitly.
That's the plan. And then
Content warning for spiders. Ethan the Alien. Jungles are sick, but my friend was in Indonesia recently, and the story she told me about spiders has scared me off completely. She checked her mosquito net, and there was a huntsman spider the size of her hand inside the net, and it had an egg sac, and she could see the babies moving. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you.
I always think I'm alright with spiders because I generally am, and then they get above a certain size.
Yeah, and then your brain's like, no, but this isn't a spider.
like-
This is a murderer. This is a murderer that's come to murder me.
Yeah. This is a killer. This is convicted felon Jeffrey Dahmer.
Why is convicted felon Jeffrey Dahmer hiding in the corner of my shower unit?
Alto! Alto!
No, it's fighting time now.
So if I have only if I have a 4-lane,
Is this about to be a
railway-
maths problem?
Well,
If
I'm
I
just
were to
thinking
have a
about
4-lane railway,
if I had a 4-lane railway and I leave
but
the
only 4
station
legs.
and only 2 trains per leg, and I make it so that you can only turn right from one lane, so you can't go from the leftmost lane and turn right. Then that lane will always be moving. Yeah. So okay. So it just means that if you want to turn right on a junction, you have to get in the right lane a bit earlier. But then that means that only one right turning lane is blocking the straight on lane in the other direction. Yeah.
I agree. And I've always agreed. I've always said these things.
You've always been a proponent of this thing that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's the wrong one. I have to get rid of that.
Ow. Also, millipedes. No thanks.
Yeah. What's that about?
Why are they such horrid bastards?
We don't need them.
Get rid, I say.
Plenty of gross bugs already.
You remember the gift you gave me? Well, it answers just fine.
Fils de putain!
So,
As bold
if
as
we're
a
going,
basketball, and still half as sharp. Ah!
I'm sorry about this, mate. But I can't risk you
How
telling
wide
your
is this?
Templar friends about me still kicking around.
I pity you,
They
Bouquet.
are Leonard.
After all you have seen, after all we showed you.
oh, I
all
want it to be a power of
so
2,
you
but then it
embrace
makes
the
it
life of
too
an ignorant and
wide.
Oh, Sam, I do have a
Tim.
question for you.
What's
Yeah.
this?
Because if you want it to be a power of
The
2,
extent of your
Yeah.
ambition. Have you no mind to comprehend the scope of ours? All the empires on Earth abolished, a free and open world without parasites like you. Que l'enfer que tu trouveras soit le fruit de ton insouciance.
Look at me, Marcus. Have you seen the bear?
One better of one monk.
Rock Bernardo, look at me. Look at me, Rock Bernardo.
Mucade. Kip has Mucade centipedes. I'm going to Google this, and I know I'm going to regret it.
I'm gonna listen to you discovering what they are.
Oh.
No.
Oh no.
Oh, beans and rice.
God.
Is it basically like it's a centipede, but it's got a human face and like a knife and fork, and it's like, I'm gonna eat ya.
I'm gonna get you. It's got Quentin Tarantino's face.
He wants to see your feet.
It's just gigantic.
It's like coconut crabs. I don't mind crabs, and I'll see a coconut crab and just like, no, stop it, too big.
No.
Or
too
spider
many
crab, too big, 2 legs.
Of course.
Yeah, that was really horrid. It's absolutely my fault for googling that.
Olivier wants to meet with you.
That's on me, but
Follow me.
Australian Magpie, Discord just warned me that telling centipedes to go die in a fire could be an offensive message. If it was an appropriate message to centipedes, too many legs, far too many legs.
Check your communicator. I added a waypoint to Olivier's office.
that was horrid.
Should be easy to find.
It's going to be 24 wide.
You're 24 wide.
Not a power of 2.
Olivier's a nice guy. He won't bite.
I'll survive somehow.
I'm stuck in the Funtac zone again.
I hate that place.
I'm having to go visit the chief communications officer.
Yep.
Because, games.
Make sure you fill out all the forms correctly.
I do remember. You remember in? Did you ever play Deus Ex? Human Evolution, the first newer Deus Ex game.
Yeah, was that Human Revolution?
Yeah. Or it was Human something and then Human something else. But basically, the first big chunk of it, you're basically in the Deus Ex building, whatever it is, his office.
Yep.
And a huge amount of it is like, I've lost the key card to my office. I just need you to break into the office using your hacking skills, and then you can have a key card to another. It's just like, this doesn't feel like the most exciting way to demonstrate these powers.
He's waiting for you.
Yes, that was Human Revolution. I think that was the first.
What was the other one?
First of the new ones. Mankind.
Divided.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, unless you are specifically ordering me to abandon it, I won't.
I really like the first
jeopardize
Deus
our flagship
Ex. That was.
Edward Kenway is the.
That was really good. Proper ImSim.
But this is how Hollywood got its start, right? With pirate movies. Douglas Fairbanks, Errol
Now
Flynn,
the
and now we have
fucking
access to
signals.
the real deal. Wait. Exactly.
Look at Quebec in all its glory. God, this road pattern makes no fucking sense. You're right, Rembrandt. He does.
I know you're busy. So I reviewed some of your data. Pretty raw stuff. Obviously, we need to scrub off some of the dirt to make it family friendly. Maybe give Edward a voice like James Bond or something. More of
When you say give Edward a voice like James Bond, there's lots of different James Bonds. Which James Bond are you referring to? One of them's Scottish, one of them's Welsh, one of them's Irish.
I can only
In fact,
assume
Daniel
you mean-
Craig is the first Bond with an English accent.
I can only assume you mean everybody's favourite James Bond, Timothy Dalton.
Yes. He's just sort of like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. It's like, oh Jesus
I'm angry,
Christ.
James Bond. I'm gonna murder you. I came from. I work for British intelligence, and I'm insane.
I'm ever so slightly Welsh, and I will cut your face off.
I'm dangerous, is what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah. Like, I am threatening in quite a number of ways. Roger Moore is dead. It's Timothy Dalton now.
Alan, bonjour. Oui, tout va bien. Naturellement.
I didn't listen to a single word that man said. We were just having more fun than the game was intending us to have.
You didn't want to play Bureaucracy Simulator.
Good. I'm adding a waypoint to your map. So, a colleague of yours left for vacation this morning and forgot to send a video
1, 2,
file
3, 4, 5, 6.
Since I hate just about everyone else on your floor, I was hoping you could help me.
I think that works. Okay, so you can turn.
And deliver it to the courier when she comes. It'll be easy. You just wander over to their
Oh yeah, and then we need.
for the file.
So I'm currently, Sam, you'll hate this, I'm currently committing a data breach because a guy's like, oh, a colleague of yours was on holiday. Could you just go into their office, download a file, and then hand it to a courier I'm sending to the building? And I'm just like, sure.
That's GDPR.
It's the CSO's nightmare. I'm hoping there'll be an exciting scene where I meet the CSO later in my pirate game. The game with where pirates are an option, sailing the seven seas for plunder and treasure, and 7 seals. But no, I'm doing mid-level security breaches. Okay. Also, hey, your colleague's on holiday. Can you bypass the data core? Okay, sure. Yeah, I'll bypass the data core, I suppose. I don't know how to bypass the data core. Oh.
Right.
I bypassed the data core.
I'm just going to have to try that. And see if it works.
Just look for the My File section in your communicator.
Remember, Ned. Oh yeah, why is the pirate game this right now? Because it's the framing device. The framing device that they won't drop.
Oh yeah. The thing where are you still, what's his name? Desmond?
No, Desmond Miles is dead. But I'm currently looking at his autopsy.
What a shame, because he was such an interesting character.
He's so interesting and everybody loved him. Remember, obviously we all have our favourite 3 characteristics about Desmond Miles. But Sam, could you just name your top one, the thing you liked most about Desmond Miles?
I liked how passive he was in the story.
Yeah.
I liked how everyone had to explain everything to him.
Well, I've just seen an image of his little backpack, which was pretty cool and not a relic of the 8 minutes in which that game was designed, where everybody was like, it was like, Mirror's Edge.
Tiny little backpack, yeah.
Like the game Mirror's Edge captured the parkour craze of 8 seconds long.
Yeah. At least that was a good game.
It was a good game.
At least the characters in there were a little bit more interesting than Desmond fucking Miles.
Australian Magpie. I liked his white hoodie.
Blood and saliva.
the most striking thing about his personality was the backpack.
Yeah.
What else can you remember about him?
He's backpack guy. I don't know what else you need. I'm sorry, I don't understand the question. He's got a backpack. So. I also like the fact that so I've hacked the core, no suspicions. What I've taken from the core is literally the video of a corpse being like examined and taken, and like frightening agents in. It's very weird that I think that this is fine and have no questions.
Yeah, well, your coffee is shit. You could use some practice.
Oh, look who's here. So you didn't forget, after all, you're just incredibly rude. And made poor Rebecca here wait for nearly 30 minutes.
You limey.
Well, who's that actor?
About him. He's high on his own supply.
The one who plays the IT guy in these games. He's also the one who is like, I'm going to found my own nation on Channel 4.
Oh, yes.
What's his name? He's not Stephen Merchant.
Until next time. Take care, Sean.
No, the other one. The merchant alike. Danny Wallace.
Danny Wallace.
She's great, isn't she?
I hope he made an absolute shitload of money from it, because he's in all of them. Like, they're his. Did Stephen Merchant play Wheatley?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like their version of like we've got a sassy British man, and we are keeping him because he's the only thing adding any light and air to this game. But unfortunately, Danny Wallace has been directed to say the most irritating things. He says them well enough.
Yep. Still
But
his
his whole
job.
thing
He
is
just
like-
got very little to work with.
We're trying to save the world, but you're a stinky dickhead. I'm just using it as a defense mechanism, you prick. All right. Indeed,
I guess this counts as dialogue and content, technically.
Look, I would love to read shitty dialogue in a video. If there's anybody out there who's making a video game and you would like me to add some British sass to your terrible dialogue, please let me know. I'll
do it for £5 less than Tim's fee.
Can't believe I've been undercut like this on my own stream.
No, my parents have asked me to come live with them, and I'd like to.
Oh, what do you mean, live with them?
the character development of this past wife is, and I use this in the most derogatory term possible, of a Michael Mann level of script writing. I'd maybe even go so far as to say oh god, what's his name? Oppenheimer, Batman. Christopher Nolan level of, the reason I do these things is because of my underwritten wife, who you'll see a couple of times.
Yeah.
If only my wife hadn't died and or left me, then I wouldn't do these things. Damn this wife!
Tenet.
Tenet is sort of time travel. So is Interstellar.
Yes, Tenet. I was thinking of Tenet. So I liked Tenet. It's kind of a mess.
Yeah,
but
it's a fun mess.
Think back on that film and think, can I name one thing about any of the characters? One personality trait?
Oh, I can. They're in the film Tenet. That's one of their personality traits. They're near. Is it Chiwetel Ejiofor in that one?
Chiwetel Ejiofor.
Chiwetel Ejiofor. No, I only pronounced both of his names wrong. Chiwetel Ejiofor. No, Chiwetel Ejiofor. Nope.
Chiwetel Ejiofor.
Chiwetel Ejiofor.
He's really good.
He's very good. I love him. He's my dad.
Oh no, wait. Actually, no, it isn't Chiwetel.
Have we done the racism?
Oh shit.
Because John David Washington is in.
Yeah, it's John David Washington.
But there's another guy in it. There's John David Washington. Because I'm always amused. Yeah, Robert Pattinson, famous black actor Robert Pattinson, correct? No.
No.
Chiwetel Ejiofor is in one of them because Chiwetel Ejiofor is also 12 Years a Slave.
Yep.
I swear he's in a Nolan.
What films is he?
Best of luck spelling this, Tim. There we are. Thank you, Google.
Yeah, Google sorted me out on that one.
The Boy Who Harnessed the Wind. The Secret in Their Eyes. Filmography, please. Oh god, he's in Armistead.
You thinking of Infinite?
I'm not. No, I'm just assuming. He's in The Martian. He's in lots of stuff. I don't think he's ever done No, he's never done one, as far as I can tell. I'm surprised by that. It feels like he feels like the kind of actor that Christopher Nolan would just sort of go when he saw him, because he's like, well, he's got the here's a sad man who can't talk about his emotions looking at stuff kind of a face. And that, for both Michael Mann and Christopher Nolan, that's what they want. Tough men making tough decisions. In Michael Mann's case, mostly about crime. In I've already forgot his name, Christopher Nolan's case, it's about time and being a bad dad.
Time and possibly crime.
Time crime?
Time crime? I mean, that's kind of what Tenet was about. Time crime.
Kind of, yeah. Oh, cheap viewers.
Cheap viewers. The best kind.
Ethan, I forgot Spielberg directed Jaws the other day, and I'm literally a film student. Incredible.
So they tried us with quality viewers, and that didn't stick. So they're just going, okay, I guess cheap then?
Yeah.
Because you don't care about quality.
What about these shitty viewers? Do you want some shitty viewers? They'll try and watch your stream, but instead they'll accidentally poke themselves in the eyes with forks. But they're affordable.
Terrible viewers. What are you doing? Once he's looking out the window and huffing.
Grump. Father, you don't understand. There's a squirrel within 2 miles.
Oops. Shits. I've done this the wrong way around.
Oops and shits?
Wait. Oh, piss. Oh, piss.
Oops,
piss
shits,
me up.
piss.
Piss me up, Buttercup.
Why do you piss me up, Buttercup, baby, when you piss me down? You're
Piss me
hosing
down.
me down with the piss,
My entrance and exit are going to have to cross over each other. That is...
Yeah, they are. Whoa!
Whoa! That's very messy.
The way you think and work. The way you understand the world.
Well, I don't know about that. You're talking in riddles now, and
While I'm getting the feeling that Mr. Kid here is many people's gender goals.
Help me solve something.
Ethan, fun fact, one of my lecturers worked on Andor and the Rings of Power and has had dinner with Spielberg. That's got to be a fun dinner. I imagine he'd be... you know what? I'm going to go out on a limb here. I think Steven Spielberg, probably quite an engaging guy who's got lots of stories. I don't know why. I've intuited that.
I think that's almost
because I'm an
the case.
empath.
I think George Lucas would be extremely tedious.
Oh yeah.
To hang around, to be around.
Well, you see, of course, the thing about he's not from England, but he has this voice in my head. Now you see, the thing is, oh, those British sticks. I fucking the prequel was exactly how I fucking wanted them to be. Fuck. I'm British. I'm British George Lucas.
This way. Something else to show you.
The problem was the sequel's really about me having to pay taxes and how unfair it is.
The Trade Federation is absolutely out of order, but not racist. Don't worry about it.
Yes, George, but that's not interesting.
Now this has the makings of a mystery.
I'm going to explain to you how Chewbacca got the name Chewie.
Stop it. Stop it. No one cared. Actually, I don't think he did that. I think that was Solo. I think in Solo it was like, what's your name? Well, that's a bit long. I'll just call you Chewie. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Absolutely unacceptable. And I don't even care about Star Wars.
No.
Even I found that vaguely irritating. But how did the Star Wars get its name? Well, there were these wars in between stars, and so we decided to call it it's okay. I can imagine.
From what I knew of Dukas, wouldn't be
Robo nerd, fucking British stinges. Shelly Magwell, your mistake was watching Solo. It's true. It wasn't particularly interesting. And always good. I want to watch The Acolyte. I've not seen The Acolyte yet. The main thing that recommended itself to me was the fact that some boys on the internet were like, "Oh, it's too woke," and I was like, "Good, I'll watch it then." Out of spite, if for nothing else.
Yep.
That's one. Only 4 left.
Aye.
It's a good tweet I saw that was like gamers. You know, the concept of the game is you have to overthrow the Dark Lord who's imprisoning everyone and breaking trade unions, and they're like, yes, cool, this is good. And also you can make your character whatever gender you want. Why did you make it political? What do you think the first bit
What about
if not political?
The way you do it is you can shoot a gender out of a gun and it kills people.
Yeah.
How, would that be okay?
Would you like that? Is that
would
what you
like,
want?
Would you like to shoot people with masculinity, femininity, or sort of more of a mixed weapon? They're like, oh, okay, this is all right. It's not political because it's about gun.
I like gun. Gun good.
No season 2. No season 2 for The Acolyte. It has been cancelled.
Too woke.
Too woke. Whereas Our Flag Means Death, not woke enough. Recommission it. I've not watched the second season of Our Flag Means Death.
I haven't watched the first.
I enjoyed it.
Keep hearing about it.
It's a good show, but it has a better premise than it has an execution. But the characters are so endearing that, it takes 3 episodes at the start doing something you should really get out of the way in the first one.
Yeah.
And you know what? A doomed gay romance between Stede Bonnet and actual Blackbeard.
Yeah.
Come on.
All right.
It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, Rainbow Nerd, hot take. Season 2 for Our Flag Means Death was kind of bad. Oh dear. Season 2 is tricky. Yeah, and also, sometimes, because a show has a good premise and you like the people that make it, does not always mean it's good.
Thank you. No, quite.
I could not get through the second season of The Wire. I love Idris Elba.
What happened? What was in this?
The second season of The Wire, I believe, is the one that's mostly about Boston shipping corruption.
Oh, yeah. Yes, that was
and they start to introduce a lot more of the stuff. And you can really tell, it's going somewhere. Eventually it's going somewhere. But we need to talk about union busting on the shipyards of Boston for 9 episodes.
the newspaper one was kind of a bummer as well.
I've not seen that. I want to get back into it, but there's so much of it, and it's so long, and it's so dense.
It's so long. I just want to see. I want to see the bit, the drug dealers and the cops.
Yeah, show me the drug cop. Firefly, I just woke up to the Twitch notification. It's early AM here, and I thought I was dreaming at first and said to myself, you need to stop watching Tim so much, but I see Tim and Sam are indeed real.
We're real. Or are we? Or is this all a dream?
Sleepy byes.
Bye-bye.
I for some reason decided to sing the opening bar of na 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 na.
What would someone in a dream say? They'd just be like, the fish are late.
All your lemons have become disappointment.
You have to get to gate number 37, which is not next to gate number 36 where you are. And all of your luggage has been unpacked for some reason.
Quickly, you need to arrive for a lecture at this time, and then I'm going to show you a clock, and all of the numbers are just going to be weird squiggles, and the hands don't make sense.
And your phone, for some reason, is nowhere to be seen.
Or, what I often have is I'm on my computer, and it starts to clearly get a virus, and I keep trying to click on things, and then instead I just download more viruses.
Oh no!
It's quite common. Like I can't control
Virus
the computer
stress
properly.
stream.
I think you know more about that than
I don't think I've ever had a computer. I mean, maybe I probably have, but like I've never had a computer be like, ha ha ha! I've been taken over by a big skull. I suppose that's not really how viruses work. Viruses like either just completely break everything or quietly sit in the background eating your data, and you're like, oh, whoops.
I mean, usually the crypto lockers are the thing now. Where
the one where it
encrypts
just like
all your files.
Yeah, I think I'd just throw my computer in the sea. I'd just be like, start again.
Start again. I mean, that is a way to deal with it. Because they're not, they'll.
I
like,
genuinely just had an
20
anxiety
bitcoins.
spike about my computer being like, no, none for you. Because, there's nothing in there that probably can't be replaced, but it's just getting all the passwords.
Oh god, it would take so long though. It would be so tedious. Resetting everything and reinstalling everything. Nightmare. I don't want to think about it.
Don't think about it. My shoulders have become unhappy.
Yeah.
Squidly Terrence, I had a dream about cleaning. Had a dream about cleaning out my fridge the other night, and being sad I don't have marshmallows.
Oh.
Specific dreams.
It's very specific.
Very specific.
Right, I need a lot of coal.
Got an ear for me, Cap. I'll not play duck and drake with you, Cap. I need coin to build a little emporium. I'd be ever obliged, and a local shop would bring in many a useful ware for you as repayment.
We
probably need to do some
things. A bunch of horror stories at some point.
That's true.
Work out how long they take to read.
These are true things. We might have to finish off relatively shortly.
Spare me your jugs, just a wee bit. The men do sorely.
Amy's given me a time reminder, and yes, I just realised I've got a shitload to do to prepare for this stream later. You need to read through the stories, you need to do the content warnings, you need to check lengths. So I think we will call it here. Thank you for joining, everyone. Thank you for joining, Sam. And do please all join us later this evening. Same time, bat place, different bat time, 8:30 p.m. UK. Monty agrees. Monty's donating. Monty's donating. I think Monty has stolen your credit card and will be donating £1,000. Thank you very much, Monty. And yes, we will see you all later. Goodbye.
Goodbye.